Ikawalo ng Mayo taong 2022 on a bright and sunny Sunday. It is Mother's Day. We are still coming to you live from the home of the National Collegiate Athletic Association mula po sa San Juan City inside the Philoil Flying V Center. Kung mainit ang panahon sa labas dahil summer na, well, asahan nyong mas mainit pa ang aksyon dito sa inyong NCAA Season 97. It is the Final Four, live and exclusive on GTV, also seen worldwide via GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News TV International, and we are online everywhere, netizens, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Just go to the NCAA Philippines website and gmanetwork.com. Earlier today, Perpetual Health says goodbye, and Letran advances to the finals to the final score of 77-75 in favor of the defending champions. And now, it is do or die for the San Beda Red Lions as the Mapua University Cardinals will have that twice-to-beat edge. Both teams ended the elimination round with 7 wins and 2 losses, but because Mapua has the win over San Beda, hence they take that twice-to-beat edge. It has been since 2005 na itong San Beda, first time that they will not have that twice-to-beat advantage. What a matchup! James Quacate on the right, still with that sprained ankle. He is doubtful, but let's see if he will play. Warren Bonifacio, on the other hand, on the left side, wants to make it an advance and make it a date with Letran and a battle of Intramuros in the finals. Hello and magandang hapon po mga kapuso. Alongside Mr. Shoot First, Mikey Reyes, a former collegiate standout, and another collegiate standout here to my left, the Stingray Ray ng Batak. I'm Andre Felix on the call. Magandang hapon sa inyong dalawa. Mikes, alam ko sanay ka, ikaw lagi ang bida, ikaw ang points guard, pero unahin na muna natin itong NCAA legend, a 2011 NCAA Juniors MVP in Season 87, a 2010 Rookie of the Year in NCAA Juniors. Nag-research tayo.
Season 86. Maganda.
Sino nagbigay sa'yo ng The Stingray?
Siyempre, walang iba kundi si Mr. Andre.
Ayusin mo.
Akala ko ba wag akong bida? Ba't ikaw naging bida?
Sorry. Balik natin. Ray ng Batak, welcome back to the NCAA. Now as a guest analyst.
Magandang hapon, Andre. Magandang hapon, Mikey. Magandang hapon, mga kapuso. And Happy Mother's Day sa lahat po ng mga mami, mga nanay, and mga mama po na nanonood ngayon sa ating Final Four NCAA.
Dong, Bisaya ka. Bisayain mo. Batiin mo. Bisaya mo. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. Maayong hapon sa akong mga kababayan diya sa Cagayan de Oro, sa Misamis Oriental. Happy Mother's Day sa inyong tanan. Especially to my mom, Mami Susan, na nagtanaw karon. Happy Mother's Day and enjoy watching.
Ikaw, Mike, may gusto ka batiin? Mother-in-law mo.
Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to everyone, and exciting ngayon. And lagi ako excited pagkasama ka, pero ito, nandito ngayon si Stingray ng bat. Kung may teammate akong ganito, baka hindi ako naging shoot first.
Pasa ka, no?
Pasa,
Kanina,
oh.
JB Moco, naging guest analyst ni Martin Javier, ni Coach Jerry Codiniera. No pressure, teammate mo sa pros, kayang-kaya ni Stingray yan. Tingnan muna natin, mga kapuso, ang ating Final Four bracket ngayon. Nabanggit ko nga kanina, Mikey at Ray, wagi ang Letran Knights. They will advance to the finals right away. The defending champions taking care of business. Close game against the Perpetual Health Altas. Grabe yung kinayod ng Perpetual Health. Dumaan talaga kumbaga sa ladder, di ba? Kumbaga talaga inakyat nila unti-unti. Kinapos nga lang against Letran. Makikita natin ang ating bracket in just a bit.
And when you talk about Mapua, ang difference dito is San Beda just came off a win against St. Benilde. As for Mapua, nag-intayan, hindi yan nag-play in. They were waiting for kung sino ang makaka-matchup nila dito pagdating ng Final Four. And as you look at our playoff picture, eto na. Ang Letran nag-iintay na, twice to beat advantage for Mapua. For San Beda, do or die. So this will be an all-important matchup for both teams. Kasi ikaw, Ray, I'm sure, alam mo naman ang San Beda, laging
All
twice
5
to
years
beat.
niya.
Yes,
All 5 years, laging twice to beat. Gano'n ka-importante para sa Mapua na matapos mo na ngayon? Kasi ayaw mo na mag-do or die kalaban ng San Beda.
Sa Mapua naman, no, even sila yung nasa twice to beat advantage, wala silang time na mag-relax kasi we all know na ang San Beda talagang all out yan pagdating sa Final Four. So pagdating ng mga ganitong laban na doon mo makikita yung talagang toughness ng bawat players ng San Beda. So ayun, para sa akin, etong game na to, talagang isang magandang bakbakan to ngayong hapon na to.
Bakbakan talaga kasi nung huling beses nagharap sila, nanalo ang Mapua doon 68-54. It was such a shocker. Now, let's talk about the Mapua Cardinals. Ito maganda tong sinulat ni Mikey Reyes. They're back in the mix because back in season 92, that was the last time, Ray and Mikey, that Mapua was in the Final Four. Of course, they were coached by Atoy Ko, the Fortune Cookie, and they also had that back-to-back MVP in Olwell Oraime, nag-rookie MVP yan season 91. Let's take a look here. They had Joseph Eriobo, CJ Isit, Andoy Estrella, Shane Menina, and coincidentally, Mikes, ito yung magandang kinuwento ni Mikey sa akin kanina, mga kapuso. Coincidentally, the Malayan Red Robins were the NCAA Juniors champions that year, putting an end to San Beda's 6-year dominance in the juniors division. And guess who was the coach that time?
Nakasulat, Andre. Coach Randy
Coach
Alcantara ang head coach. And notable players na umakyat galing sa juniors program na yun is, of course, Brian Lacap, Waki Garcia, and Warren Bonifacio. They also had other products in Will Gozum, Clint Escamis, and Sherwin Concepcion. So it was coincidental. The last time the Mapua Cardinals were in the Final Four at number 3, natalo sila doon ng Arellano led by, of course, Gio Halalon and Ken Salado. Nag-champion sa juniors itong si Coach Randy Alcantara. So, I'm sure, hinahanap ni Coach Randy na maka-experience din siya ng finals dito sa seniors. Ano ang naaalala mo doon sa season na to, kaibigan? Kasi, nandito ka na season 92.
Anong naalala mo dito, Ren? Season 92.
Sina Olwell Oraime na lang.
Pag sinabi mong Mapua talaga, itong season 92 talagang grabe. Napaka-dominant ng team na to. Ang hirap talunin. So, nung time namin na to, parang masasabi kong nagkaroon lang kami ng konting chance na makalusot sa Mapua Kasi talagang solid yung Olwell Oraime. Ang bigat, sobra.
At saka ito yung taon na naghahanap kayo ng back-to-back.
Yeah.
Tapos nawala na si Mark Cruz, nawala na si
Kerak.
Kerak.
Siya na yung bida nun
Siya na yung bida nun. Kaya, ayun, hindi po nag-champion ng Letran ng season 92.
Samantala, tumungo naman tayo dito sa panig ng San Beda University Red Lions. Pag sinabi mong NCAA, pag sinabi mong Final Four, matik, San Beda, kumbaga years of dominance. It's been almost 2 decades na itong San Beda. Makikita nga natin, it has been 17 years since San Beda didn't make it to the Final Four. Since then, they always had that twice-to-beat edge. In 2005, Coach Nash Resela handled the first round. Si Coach Koy Banal took over in the second round. San Beda's notable seniors, ayan, nakita nga natin sina Alex Angeles, sina Jerome Paterno, OG Menor, rookie nun.
OG Menor. And when you look at this, sabi nga natin, it's been 17 years na talagang, and coincidentally also, hindi sila nag-Final Four in 2005. So, 2006 onwards, hanggang last season, they were always in the Final Four and they always had twice-to-beat advantage. In that season, in 2005, gano'n katagal Coach Nash Rasela, Coach Koy Banal. Sila, first round si Coach Nash, second round si Coach Koy. Alex Angeles was there, Jerome Paterno was there, and rookie pa lang si OG Menor, JR Texon, JR Taganes, and Yusuf Aljamal. That is the, kumbaga, gano'n nakatagal yung dominance ng San Beda dito. And for context, makikita natin, Coach Boyet Fernandez, the last time na wala sa Final Four ang San Beda, was 1 year off of his playing career. Kaka-retire lang ni Coach Boyet. Jacob Cortez, 3 years old. James Quequete, 7 years old.
Eto.
Reynang Batak was 11 years old. Alright, as we look at this again, yung ating 17 years of dominance, and ang dami ng dumaan. Reynang Batak, 11. Andre Felix was 22 years old.
Oy, sino nagsulat niya?
Oo nga, sino nagsulat niyan? Sino ang nagsulat ng script na yan? Nalaglag ang edad ni Andre.
Wala dito yung script pa.
So the last time na hindi po twice to beat ang San Beda, 22 na si Andre.
Pakibatukan ngayon kapatid mo, Ray. O, hindi pa ako 22 noon. 21, turning 22. Nalaglag ako doon,
11 years old ka na.
Tinatago ko nga yung edad ko eh. Tinatago ko nga yung edad ko eh. Ngayon, tumungo naman tayo dun sa kanilang elimination round matchup dahil nga one round, single round robin lang ito. E tingnan natin, nabanggit ko nga kanina, Mapua won in that game. Kung babalikan natin against San Beda, final score was 68-54. Balikan natin yung kanilang game na yan. That was back in April 23. It was such a stunner para dito sa Mapua because kung titingnan natin mga numero dito, Mikey, grabe, hindi mo aasahan that they will kind of dominate San Beda in that game.
Well, kitang-kita dito, Ray. Field goal percentage lamang ang Mapua.
Yes.
Pero sa free throw story, nagkatalo.
Yes.
20 free throws para sa Mapua as to only 5 for San Beda. Pero Ray, nanalo rebounding story ang San Beda and also second chance points and fast break points.
Yes.
Pero dominante dito ng Mapua, winning all 4 quarters and their biggest lead was 60. How important, ikaw, medyo magulang ka eh. Gusto mong napupunta ka ng free throw line. Gano'n ka-importante yung aggressiveness?
Yes, Mikey, no, pagdating sa free throws talaga as a player, talagang napaka-importante niyan. Kaya nga may free throws. So, yung free throw na yan yung chance na pwede kang magkaroon ng momentum or malamangan mo yung kalaban. So, makikita mo sa San Beda 3 out of 5. So, talagang yun ang siguro isang malaking problema dun sa Beda nila nung naglaban sila against Mapua nung elimination.
Pero alam mo, Ray, pagkatapos nila matalo noon, aasahan mo nang magagalit yung San Beda at nagalit nga yung San Beda nung natalo sila sa Mapua nung April 23. Mikey, yung sinabi mo response to adversity, lumabas yung roar ng Red Lions. After that loss to Mapua, grabe naman, their next 3 games following that big loss, kung makikita natin yung mga numero niyan, umakyat ng almost 17 points ang kanilang bench production. Makikita mo din, dumami ang kanilang free throw attempts. Although yung field goals allowed din nila, they really tightened up that defense and they dominated their opponents in the rebounding category.
And you cannot underestimate the heart of a champion. Alam natin na magpa-bounce back itong San Beda. Although they were 2-1, pero dinikitan nila yung letra nun. I'm sure kinabahan ka nung nandito ka nun, di ba?
Yes, nanood ako live
ano ang nakita mo dun sa San Beda na naka-bounce back kumanda yung laro nila?
Well, San Beda, nung nanood ako, ang observation ko talaga sa team na yon, even half of their team mga rookie, talagang andun yung competitiveness nila eh. So, may kita mo rin talaga yung heart of a champion ng San Beda na yun, na talagang lumaban sila sa letran hanggang dulo.
And before we proceed to tip off, we also want to bring in 2 members of our team working the sidelines. Of course, para sa courtside ng Mapua, Christian Sebastian and Aya de Quiroz reporting for the San Beda Red Lions. We will get back to them for their reports later on in the game. When we return tip-off. It is the Final Four ng inyong NCAA Season 97 sa pagitan ng San Beda Red Lions at ng Mapua University Cardinals dito lamang sa GTV Stronger Together. Buo ang puso!
The biggest election coverage is now online.
Sa ating Interactive Election 2022 website, tutulungan namin kayong kilalanin ng mga kandidato at maging handa sa pagboto.
Sa araw ng eleksyon, ihatid natin ang bilang ng boto mula sa bawat voting precinct sa bansa.
At kasama kayo sa pagbabantay sa resulta ng national at local polls.
Lahat ng malalaki at mahahalagang balita diretsyong ihahatid sa 173 million plus followers at subscribers ng GMA News and Public Affairs social media pages.
The biggest election coverage from GMA News and Public Affairs. Ito ang Eleksyon 2022.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, GMA ang nangunguna sa pagbabantay tuwing eleksyon. At ngayong eleksyon 2022, asahan ninyong mas mabilis pa ang ating pag-uulat sa resulta ng botohan. Tututukan at bibigyan natin ng konteksto ang pagboto ng ating mga kababayan sa mga live report at mga newscast gamit ang state-of-the-art technology.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We are still here at the Phil Oil Flying December as we continue our NCAA Season 97 semifinals. Live via GTV, GMA Pinoy TV, and GMA News TV International, seen worldwide. It's the number 2 seeded Mapua University Cardinals going up against the San Beda University Red Lions, 3rd seeded. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Mapua University Cardinals. And for number 7,
One team is through to the NCAA Finals in Season 97. Yun po ang Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Let's see if Mapua will already advance today. The starting five, Coach Randy Alcantara on your screens, Brian Lacap, Renz Nocum, Warren Bonifacio, Toby Agustin, and Derek Pido will round it up for the Cardinals in their bright yellow uniforms with red trim. Para naman sa San Beda University Red Lions, they will try to extend life here in the NCAA Season 97. Coach Boyet Hernandez will go with this quintet. Peter Alfaro and Ralph Penuela will be at the backcourt. The front court will be JB Bayo and Justin Sanchez, and Dami Kundapay will round up the five. Again, James Kwekute, San Beda's leading scorer in Season 97. Doubtful, we were told he will play, but he will not start this game. Kwekute, in 10 games played, 10 starts. This will be the first time James Kwekute will not start a game in Season 97, especially in the Final Four. Our officials, referee Dave Jaramillo, Alan Barria, and Oliver Angeles. San Beda in the bright red uniforms today. Andre Felix alongside Mikey Reyes, and the Stingray, Reyna Bata, is our guest analyst.
Nakita natin, James did say na 70 to 80% lang siya sa
Yes.
laro ito. Anong biggest difference yung magsa-start ka, sanay kang starter ka, and you will have to come off the bench?
Yes, malaking bagay yung pagkawala rin ni James Kwekute, no? As a starting five, no? Kasi napanood ko tong laro ni James, talagang right from the start pa lang ng game, very aggressive na agad siya. So malaking factor yun para magkaroon din yung good start yung team.
Turnover right away para sa San Beda to begin the game. It's not something na gusto mong simulan, but a counter steal there for the Red Lions. Tumatakbo, a man down para sa Mapua. Can the Red Lions capitalize with 4 Cardinals on defense? 2-3 zone ang depensa ng Mapua to start, Mikey. Penuela's jumper, wala.
Mapua knows na hindi kilala ang San Beda with their outside shooting, lalo na wala pa si James Kwek-Kwetey. So makikita natin kung gagana itong 2-3 zone ni Coach Randy Alcantara.
So far, Ray, ito namang depensa ng San Beda. Nakatutok, nakatao. Here's Agustin for 3. Penuela on the other end. Wanting to go inside, Pupuntapay. Ginagamitan ng katawan against 2 Cardinals. A tap. Goes to Sanchez. And Coach Boyd says, teka muna, bigay nyo muna. Kay Alfaro, set up tayo ng magandang opensa. Alfaro. Puntapay thought about taking that 3. Hands of Penuela, 2 to shoot. Penuela has to let it go.
Mukhang gumagana nga, Ray.
Yes.
Mukhang gumagana yung depensa ni Coach Randy.
Yes, ang ganda ng depensa ng Mapua ngayon. If magtuloy-tuloy itong magandang defense ng Mapua, tingin ko, mabibigyan ng Mapua ng magandang laban ng San Beda ngayon.
Mapua is one of the best defensive teams here in the NCAA. They're number 1 in perimeter points. Meanwhile, a basket there para dito sa Mapua. They're first in the scoreboard.
At sinabi mo yun, Andre, number 1 in perimeter scoring itong Mapua. Kasi yung big man nila, scorer din from the outside. Kita mo naman yung perimeter jumper doon ni Warren Bonifacio. That is money for him.
Oh, almost a steal. Back to Penuela. No go on the 3. Puntapay secures that offensive board. A fresh 14 for San Beda. And earlier today, Aya was able to talk to James Kwek-Kwetey and about his status if he will play. Let's hear more from Aya de Quiroz para sa San Beda Red Lions. Aya.
Well, San Beda had an entire week to prepare for today's win or go-home game. Itong huling 3 araw lamang talagang nakapag-ensayo itong si James Kwek-Kwetey, their leading scorer, still nursing his left ankle injury. Playing but obviously not at 100% today, kampanteng pupo na naman ang kampo nito ang deep bench advantage raw nila. Laban sa less and same player rotation na pansin nila sa Mapua. Mas malinis na opensa, mas agresibong one-on-one defense, and a more gelled and communicating team ang makikita raw natin sa mga Leon ngayon. Let's see if they can keep that going till the end to see another day on the court. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Aya. We'll get back to you in a bit. A foul away from the ball. There is James Kwek-Kwetey, San Beda's leading scorer in season 97. In 10 games played, 10 starts, 24 minutes a game, 14 points a game, close to 6 rebounds a game. And it will be huge if James's minutes will be reduced, especially in this do-or-die game. Tumungo naman tayo sa kabilang panig with Christian Sebastian reporting for the Mapua Cardinals.
Andre, mukhang papasutin nga ng mga Cardinals sa butas ng karayom ang Red Lions dahil ang game plan daw nila ayon sa team captain na si Warren Bonifacio ay pahirapan ang kalaban. Masaya naman ang koponan na nakuha ang spot number 2 at ang twice to beat advantage. Pero payo daw ng mga coaches ay huwag itong ipasok sa kanilang mga isip. Kaya't knockout game daw ang tingin nila sa laro ngayong araw para walang mag-relax. Kahit matagal-tagal nang hindi nakakalaro, ang Cardinals ay dala pa rin daw nila ang momentum sapagkat wala silang tigil sa pag-iensayo. Dagdag pa ng team captain, ang nakikita daw lang niyang advantage ng San Beda ay ang pagkakaroon ng familiarity dito sa bagong venue natin kumpara sa Cardinals na halos 2 taong di nakatungtong dito sa Phil Oil Flying V Center. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Christian.
You know what, Andre?
Yeah.
Also, one thing na note na sinabi na rin naman ni Christian.
Oo.
This is the first game that Mapua will play, not only here in San Juan, but also with fans in attendance. The last game that Mapua played against LPU, nandun pa tayo sa Lasal Green Hills, nasa bubble pa tayo ngayon, may fans na. With San Beda, naka 2 games na, nandito yung ano nila, yung mga Conyo boys nila, at saka yung mga alumni nila siyempre. At malaking diferensya yun, Ray, ha?
Yes,
Malaking
yes.
diferensya yun.
Malaking bagay yun na meron ng fans, no? Kasi yan yung magbibigay ng boost sa'yo sa laro eh.
Pasensya na Rick, nano ka doon, pero ganda ng galaw.
Yes.
Justin Sanchez, babalikan natin mamaya yun. Tama yung punto ni Mikey na nabanggit nga kanina din ni Christian. Iba yung bubble setup, walang crowd, walang tambol. Natalo yung San Beda. Okay, pass is pass. Dito tayo sa Phil Oil. Nakadalawa na yung San Beda sa ganitong atmosphere. Sanay sila sa ganito sa playoff situation. Tingnan natin if Mapua's nerves will show here. And a turnover there. Good defense para sa San Beda, forcing Mapua to another turnover. That will be turnover number 3 para sa Cardinals. A timeout on the floor, 5:45 remaining. Lamang ng dalawa, 4-2 ang San Beda. Kami po yung magbabalik.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, GMA ang nangunguna sa pagbabantay tuwing eleksyon. At ngayong eleksyon 2022, asahan ninyong mas mabilis pa ang ating pag-uulat sa resulta ng botohan. Tututukan at bibigyan natin ng konteksto ang pagboto ng ating mga kababayan sa mga live report at mga newscast gamit ang state-of-the-art technology. At babantayan ang pagboto ng mga kandidato, pati na ang resulta ng eleksyon para sa mga lokal at pambansang posisyon. Ang GMA News and Public Affairs. Totoo at patuloy na ihahatid sa inyo ang most trusted election coverage sa bansa.
Ito ang Eleksyon 2022.
Ang GMA at GTV ihatid ang walang pati ng pagbabantay sa boto ng Pilipino. Simula May 9 hanggang tanghaling tapat ng May 10, tutukan ang Eleksyon 2022 sa GMA. Mula sa unang bugso ng balita hanggang sa bilangan ng boto.
So take a look at this matchup. Wing collision. Mikey and Ray. James Quecute against Paulo Hernandez. Two wings who are at the top of their game in season 97. Quecute is number 6 in the NCAA in scoring, number 7 in steals. Paulo Hernandez number 4 in that steals department.
And wing collision, sakto nandito si Ray ng Batak. Both these guys, sobrang importante sa teams nila. They are the designated scorers. Ano yung role nila sa ganitong klaseng laro? Kailangan maging aggressive sila kasi I'm sure yun din yung naging assignment mo dati.
Yes, tama ka Mikey. No? Kailangan mga ganitong laro, Final Four, very important to as a key player ng team na kailangan right from the start, aggressive ka na agad para yung mga kakampi mo mahawa agad dun sa pagiging aggressiveness mo.
And both those players are coming off the bench, Andre.
You're right. I was about to say that, Mikey. Both those two players, Paulo Hernandez and Quecute. When Mapua faced San Beda back on April 23 sa St. Benil Gym sa LaSalle Arenas. Meanwhile, what a move! That time mula kay Brian Lacap underneath, lalim ng dukot doon. I was about to say, Paulo Hernandez came off the bench but he was player of the game in that game when Mapua defeated San Beda 68-54. Hernandez had 14 in that particular game.
And ang maganda kay Paulo Hernandez, even if he won't wow you with 20-25 points, pero he knows when he needs to score. When Mapua needs a bucket, yes, they have Lacap, yes, they have Bonifacio, Nokum, nandyan si Agustin, pero pupunta sila kay Paulo Hernandez. Parang Ray ng Batak lang, si Coach Bonnie, ay si Coach Jeff, di ba?
Yes,
Coach Jeff, Coach Aldin, talagang kay Ray
Nag-off
na
the bench. Oh, nag-off the bench.
Yes.
Noong senior na siya. Tama, di ba?
Nung 2015 namin.
15.
Hindi, nung championship year niyo.
Yes.
Coach
Hindi, si
Alvin.
Mark Cruz yun eh. Off the bench si Mark Cruz eh.
Tama. Pero one-time NCAA champion kung si Ray ng Batak. Tabla tayo, 4-all. 4:25 remaining in the first. Mapua elbow jumper is good. Mula kay Renz Noku.
What a shot there para kay Renz Noku, one of the guys who has been also stable. Maybe a little inconsistent in sa ating season, but very stable and very aggressive, especially on the break. Turnover na naman dito ang San Beda, pero makikita muna natin tirang ito. Kita mo naman, mga
Ito yung
kulang.
tukod.
Kaliwete.
Ito yung tukod.
Kaliwete. Napanood ko na yan.
Pag mga kaliwete talaga, magaling dumukot.
Magaling dumukot.
Oy, ingat.
Ingat sa mga
Hindi
ganyan.
mo alam sino
Ingat.
nanonood. Huwag mong sakyan ni Mikey Reyes. Huwag mong sasakyan sa mga ganyan niya. Alparo now bringing the ball across the timeline to Amsali, who just checked in the game. Amsali attacks. Amsali bumped, no whistle blown. No felt. He was bodied there by Justin Sanchez, but ball will go back to the Red Lions side with 3:41 remaining here. Mapua up 2.
Bad possessions there for both teams. Medyo nagpilit dito sa kabila. Si Ryan Amsali. Sa kabila naman, turnover ang Mapua. Pero tignan natin kung paano score dito ang San Beda.
Makikita natin, tabla sa turnovers, 4-4. Mapua is the #1 team in taking care of the basketball. Close to 15 turnovers a game. San Beda is close behind at #2. So, itong dalawang team na to, maingat sa bola when it comes to turnovers. Shot clock violation again. Coach Boyet Hernandez reaction on your screen says it all there. And he signals to the bench. Still no James Kwekute. Ranza Buda is getting ready to check in, and he does, replacing Peter Alfaro.
Mapua has played great defense, pero hindi rin maka-execute dito ang San Beda dahil nga sobrang aggressive ng depensa ng Mapua.
Yung tempo ng laro, ang bagal, no? Pag makikita natin.
Yes, Andre, no? Doon mo talaga makikita na grabe yung depensa ng dalawang team na to.
Sino-slow break nila eh.
Oo.
Sino-slow break nila. Well, Final Four na din naman kasi.
Tama.
Siyempre, pag
Pag-play of
hindi ka na.
basketball.
Yes,
right.
usually pag Final Four talaga, ganun ang tempo ng laro eh. So,
Alam yung dalawa yan, naglaro kayo sa Final Four.
Hindi, siya lang may alam. Ako, siya lang may alam.
Hindi ka ba naglaro ng Final Four?
May tumime out na, Dre. May tumime out na. May tumime out.
Okay. Lamang ang Mapua, 6-4. Kami po ay magbabalik dito sa GTV.
Ang GMA at GTV ihatid ang walang pati ng pagbabantay sa boto ng Pilipino. Simula May 9 hanggang tanghaling tapat ng May 10, tutukan ang eleksyon 2022 sa GMA. Mula sa unang bugso ng balita hanggang sa bilangan ng boto. Sa GTV, walang pati ng pagtutok sa eleksyon mula May 9 hanggang May 10. Sa Double B TV, Regional TV News, Newscast at sa komprehensibong Eleksyon 2022 coverage.
The biggest election coverage from GMA News and Public Affairs. Ito ang Eleksyon 2022. The biggest election coverage is here to help. Go to our website. Sa Candidates tab, makikita ang mga kandidato sa pagkapresidente, vice-presidente at senador. I-click ang picture para makita ang profile at mas makilatis ang bawat kandidato. Sa may kodigo, select your province and municipality para makita.
At the half, mga kapuso, Miss Hannah Priscillas will perform inside the Philoil Flying V Center here in San Juan City. And right now, as we take a look at the lefty, pinag-usapan natin ng kaliwete. Ibang klase pag kaliwete, sabi ni Ray ng Batak. Sabi din ni Mikey Reyes, ito ba ang barometer? Dahil sa dalawang pagkatalo ng Mapua, 4 na puntos lang ang kinakamada ni Lakap. Pero in 7 wins, grabe yung mga numero niya.
And also yung percentages niya umakyat. So, tama, pwede nating makitang barometer itong sila. Kapag maganda ang nilalaro niya, maganda ang chances ng Mapua manalo.
2:32 remaining here in the first. 3 from the corner.
Sayang, 5-on-4 break yun para sa San Beda, but they settled for an outside jumper. At ang wala pa nun, si Warren Bonifacio na supposedly yun ang shot blocker ng Mapua. They could have taken advantage of that, talking about San Beda, pero they settled with an open three, with a challenge three-pointer na mintis pa.
Sanchez opted to take that outside shot. Tinatuwas Coach Boyet Fernandez with that offensive sequence dahil nabanggit mo nga, Mikey, wala yung malaking mama interior defense ng Mapua. They could have gone inside and attacked the paint.
Saka first year, again, ulitin lang namin, it's the first season in so long na walang foreign student athlete. Ang saya siguro ng Ray ng Batak. Dati drive ng drive, puro foreign athletes yung sumasabay eh.
Kanina nga, binanggit niya nga yung Allwell Oraimo. Nagpahirap sa kanya nun.
Bright Akweti. Pahirap sa kanya.
Prince Ese.
Prince Ese.
Malaking bagay rin na may foreign players tayo kasi dahil sa kanila, nakakapag-apply tayo ng mga bagong galaw eh. Katulad ko, dahil sa mga foreign players, natuto ko paano mag-floater eh. Kasi kung simpleng layup lang, automatic yun. Block agad ng mga foreign players yun eh.
Tama. May foreign player din kayo nung champion year nyo, di ba?
Meron si
Aprico?
Si Felix Aprico.
Ay, hindi ba? Oo nga pala si Felix. Local nga pala si... Oh!
That's not the kind of fall that you want to see, especially in a game like this.
That just fell hard there. Let's take a look here. Hernandez with a fake and then...
Ang sama ng bagsak doon.
Pero tumayo. Diyan makikita ang pagkabata.
Yes.
Pagbata talaga.
Pagpag lang.
Nagpag lang ito ni Justin Sanchez, one of the Red Cups na umakyat dito sa Red Lions. Pero it looks like he's okay. Ganda lang din talaga ng fake doon ni Paulo Hernandez.
Nocum has it, goes baseline, trapped by 2 defenders. Makukuha ni Penuela. Penuela will wait for some friends, set the table for the Red Lions. Pupunta sa ilalim. The double, Penuela thought about it. Penuela, good defense by Mapua. Kuntam by that hook, wala. And Hernandez secures a rebound.
Again, great defense there for Mapua, giving San Beda looks na hindi sila comfortable with. At nandito ulit aatake si Paulo Hernandez.
Ang ganda ng cut doon.
Ganda ng cut. Parang off the ball action right there para kay Renz Nocum, finding an easy basket down low.
Ganda nung hanap ng Hernandez eh. Yung pasa niya pagilid eh. Oh, but that time, what a look also inside the Ryan Amsali. Back and forth we go here with 1:05 remaining in the first. This is Final Four action of the NCAA live on GTV. Earlier today, Letran prevailing over Perpetual Health. The Knights will be waiting in the finals. The strip, almost a turnover for Mapua, but a foul given away by Fran Sabuda. That's his first.
There's a low-scoring affair here, 8-6. We will see kung kanino mapapaganda ito, kung kaninong koponan mas beneficial itong ganitong scoring. 8-6. Usually yung 8 points kay Reynang Batak lang yan, ang player yan eh.
Kailangan lang talaga ng bawat team ngayon na magkaroon ng magandang momentum.
That was a good lob. Yeah. Garcia intended para kay Boni. Di nga lang naka-convert. Under a minute left. Mapua up 2. Nung huling beses nagharap tong dalawang to, April 23, lamang yung Mapua ng first quarter. And all quarters they did win. That was huge. Dahil walang pinanalong quarter yung San Beda in that game.
And it showed their dominance, talking about Mapua in that game, leading by as much as 16 points. And it's because of plays like that, really helping out his teammates, itong big men ng Mapua. Also, Andre and Ray, na pinasok na si Arvin Gamboa, of course, the son of the great Arnold Gamboa. Nagpapabate, dinededicate niya yung larong ito kay Lolo Boy Gamboa, na medyo nagsastruggle ngayon, and dinededicate ni Arvin, ang apo niya, itong larong ito para sa Lolo.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Si Kisha, nanonood ba? Si Kisha, nanonood
yes. Nanonood siya ngayon. Happy Mother's Day, Kisha.
Oh, may pinost ka pala sa Instagram, Ray, ha? Ginamit mo. Dapat singiling kita dun sa sabi mo, yes, para sa tres. Tingnan muna natin. Bago kita singilin dun. Ito yung nangyari. Oh, there's that push away from the ball. Nagkabanggaan si Resty Fornis at si Warren Bonifacio. This is just a second game that Fornis is playing. Laro siya isang game lang, 3 minutes and 19. So talagang bumunot na dito si Coach Boyet.
And still no James Quequete.
Yes.
The whole first quarter. I don't know if this will be good, because if James is allowed to play at the end of the day, maybe 70 to 80%. Maybe you want to give him a few runs, makita mo na kagad. And then you can adjust in the second half. Also, one of the guys na inaasahan din nating pumasok soon is JV Gallego and Jacob Cortez, who has been a revelation. Galing sa reserve list, pinasok sa second to the last elimination game. Nag-player of the game pa. Itong si Jacob Cortez na, of course, anak nga ni Cool Cat Mike Cortez.
Mind reader ka ba? Lahat ng gustong sabihin, sabi mo na eh.
At nag-message din.
Oh.
Kuya Borgie Hermida.
Nanonood?
Nanonood. King Lion. Hindi naman sila nag-abot.
Ay, hindi ba?
Grabe ka naman kay Ray. Hindi naman nag-abot si Borgie tsaka si Ray.
Hindi ko naman sinabi
squares pa lang. Ikaw ang nakaabot kay Kuya Borgie, Andre.
Okay, may substitution tayo dito. Babalik si Toby Agustin. There's Coach Randy Alcantara. Pero totoo ka doon, na-cover ko pa yung Borgie
Na-cover mo
Hermida.
pa. Na-partner mo nga dito si Kuya Bo Belga. Na-cover mo din sa PCU.
Nasa free throw ngayon. Titingnan natin si Ryan Bonifacio.
Akala mo yun, na-cover mo si Bo Belga nung college.
Naging partner.
Tapos ngayon partner mo na si Ray ng Batak na. Diba? 2000 ano yun, Dre? 7?
Oh, 2007 sa Cuneta
24 years old ka na.
PCU.
24 years
Joel
old.
Duala ng head coach nun.
Rob Sanz.
Rob Sanz.
Nasaan ka nun? 13 ka pa lang nun.
Sino?
Wala pa akong alam sa basketball ata. No?
Nasa Cagayan de Oro ka ba
Yes.
nun, Dong? Bonifacio sinks both free throws there. Now,
Dre.
yes, Mike's.
Nagbabasketball na tayo pareho nun. Si Ray, wala pa.
Wala pa akong alam sa basketball.
Tapos
nun.
ngayon siya, nasa pro tayo nandito. Napag-iwanan tayo, Dre.
Huwag mo lang pagdiinan. Ako nga, frustrated point guard lang ako. At least kayong dalawa, talagang naglaro ng actual point guard. Sa collegiate ranks eh. Oh! Huli ka, boy! Nag-flex pa to si Amsali. Hiningi bola. Ramdam ni Amsali umikot. Nice look. But traveling violation ang itatawag dito.
Alright,
Kay
so
Torres.
another lefty nag-message nanonood again as we look at this block by Ryan Amsali. That quick spin by Warren Bonifacio met by Ryan Amsali down low. Naiwan na niya yung primary defender niya, but Ryan Amsali is there to save that defensive possession. And the flex for the rookie ng San Beda. Shaq Alanes is watching right now, another lefty from Lyceum. Sabi niya dito, hindi ko alam kung cooking to, pero babasahin ko lang ha. Pinakamahirap bantayan sa NCAA nung batch ko, Reyna Batak.
Sabi ni Shaq Alanes,
Cooking ata to eh.
alam mo sila, eto, as time winds down, mamaya tayo paggitin natin. Oh, what a play! Backdoor, pero wala. Nokum, the tip is good to end the first quarter. And Mapua with the momentum here. Playing solid on both ends of the floor. Just holding the Red Lions to 6 points. Take a look at that. Tapos ito naman si Hernandez in drive and then no look to Nokum underneath, which is our play of the quarter. What a move. Mapua up 4, up 6 rather. 12-6 to end the second quarter sa aming pababalik dito lamang sa GTV.
The biggest election coverage is here to help. Go to our website. Sa Candidates tab, makikita ang mga kandidato sa pagkapresidente, vice-presidente at senador. I-click ang picture para makita ang profile at mas makilatis ang bawat kandidato. Sa may kodigo, select your province and municipality para makita ang listahan ng mga kandidato. Piliin ang iboboto, i-print ang inyong kopya at dalhin sa voting precinct para maging gabay sa mabilis na pagboto. Ito ay hindi official survey. Ang inyong mga tugon ay hindi gagamitin ng COMELEC o ng GMA sa anumang paraan. Serbisyong totoo lamang po sa mga boboto ngayong eleksyon 2022. Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Yes, para sa tres. Makikita natin numbers on your screen. So Mapua Cardinals. Wow, what a shooting team. Number 1 in three-point field goals made with 70. Also the best when it comes to three-point field goal percentage at 33%. Perimeter points, number 1 din sila dyan at 30.7. Meanwhile, Mikey, ang San Beda naman.
Ang San Beda naman is the number 1 team in limiting their opponents in terms of shooting from the outside. So kontrapela to, Ray. Yung isa nabubuhay sa labas, yung isa naman, yun ang focus nilang stop yung outside shooting. Kasi alam mo naman, Ray, yung evolution ng basketball ngayon, malaki na ang ambag ng three-point shooting sa mga teams.
Kahit big man ngayon, gabi, tumitira na sa labas. Meron na rin one dribble pull-up.
At Ray, pinag-usapan natin si Kwekutey, yung mga numbers niya kanina, malaking bagay, di pa ginagamit yung James Kwekutey dito.
Yes, inaantay natin na subukan si James Kwekutey na ipasok ngayon. And para malaman na rin natin kung talagang ilang percent siya na healthy ngayon sa game na to. And malaking factor din na kahit ipasok mo si James, magbigay ng boost dyan sa mga teammates niya na even na injured siya, andun yung presence niya na gusto niya maglaro at manalo.
Kahit painitin mo man lang, By the way, James is the lone San Beda Red Lion averaging in double figures in scoring. Second quarter underway. San Beda pounding it inside with interior defense by the Cardinals. Hernandez fires in and out from 3.
That's what we're talking about. That was a challenge three-pointer by San Beda. Napakaganda yung depensa nila in terms of perimeter scoring.
Jacob Cortez getting ready to check in the next dead ball situation. Mintes mula, si Hobia mula sa loob. And James Kwekute. So kanina pinag-usapan lang natin, si Jacob Cortez and James Kwekute, who didn't play in the first quarter, will get ready to come in the hard court in the next dead ball situation. Ometa fires from downtown. Yes! Para sa tres!
Confident stop and pop there from deep para dito kay Cometa. Cutting this deficit back down to 3. Ganda ng kumpiyansa niya doon, hindi na nag-isip. Binato na kagad at nakabutas doon si Cometa.
Cometa before that shot, shooting 33% from downtown in 9 attempts, hitting 3 three-point bombs. And now, coming in is James Kwekute. Let's go back to Mapua's side with this update mula kay Christian.
Para sa pamilya, taong nagdadasal para sa koponan at sa buong Mapua community daw idinededicate ni Paulo Hernandez ang laro ngayong araw. Asahan daw natin na all out siya. At sana nga hindi pa kabisado ng mga Cardinals ang mga patibong ng Red Lions ang mga patibong ng Cardinals dahil same strategies pa rin daw ang gagamitin niya katulad sa ibang mga laro. Umaasa siyang epektibo daw ito ulit para makauwi nila ng panalo. Dahil bilog nga ang bola, matalo o manalo. Para kay Paulo, tuloy ang ensayo. Ibibigay daw niya ang kanyang best para walang pagsisisi sa dulo. Andre, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Christian, grabe yun ha. Tinawag ni Coach Randy yung Mapua, tapos binilangan na ng referee pumunta doon, tapos ang ganda ng inbounds play sa baseline.
Ano ba yun, Andre? Magandang tactics ba yun?
Yun ang kulang ni Coach Randy. We'll see how James is feeling. Tingnan natin. Pero mukhang maayos naman yung ankle niya.
Seems to be running okay. Missed there, rebounded here by Agustin. And here come the Cardinals. Up 5, 14-9. Nokum. Pupunta kay Hernandez. Oposte yan si Kwekute. Nokum thought about it. Agustin will fire. No go from 3. And last touch by Nokum. Babalik ang bola sa San Beda.
And Mapua has been struggling from the outside. But they have to keep shooting. They have to let it fly as much as they can. Kasi yun din naman ang dahilan kung bakit sila second place after elimination round and they have twice to beat advantage dito sa ating Final Four. Isa pang nanonood, Andre. Dating top point guard ng NCAA, Evan Nelly is watching right now, supporting his former team.
Evan Nelly. Here's Kwekute, first attempt. Bang! Bang! Bang!
Safe to say, his ankle looks fine. That jumper as smooth as ever. And Ray, yun ang mga bitaw na gusto natin makita kay James.
Yes, let's see kung magtuloy-tuloy na si James Kwekute, no? Parang wala namang iniindang injury eh.
At gaano ka-importante for a scorer like James, ikaw scorer ka, gaano ka-importante na ma-shoot yung una mong bato?
Yes, alam mo, Andre and Mikey.
Hindi kasi kami scorer eh, ikaw na lang.
Yun talaga, ang unang points mo, yun talaga ang pinaka-importante as a playmaker, as a scorer, no? Kasi doon mo kagad makukuha yung confidence mo sa game eh.
Samantala, let's go back to Aya with San Beda's side here. Was able to speak to team captain Ralph Benuela before the game started. Aya.
Again, this may be San Beda's first time in almost 2 decades na wala sila sa kanilang twice to beat advantage. Pero para naman kay team captain Ralph Benuela, magkakataon naman nila ito upang isulat ang sarili nilang kwento. Hindi man daw sila sanay maging underdog, tuloy pa rin ang kampyong mentalidad na pinalakas ito by leading consistent team meditations upang ilabas ang pressure na pansin ito sa kanyang teammates after their first season loss. Sinundan pa rin ni Ralph ang isang mainam at mahabang pep talk kahapon, reminding everyone exactly what page they're on at what tangsangayin ang tsansang ipakita ang tunay na galing ng mga Bedista. Andre, Mikey, and Ray.
Thank you, Aya, for that report. Ralph Benuela on the bench currently, and I'm sure he's really glad to have James Kwekute back on the floor. Seems to be okay. A miss there sa linya si Paulo Hernandez. Jacob Cortez now will check in for the first time. Ito yung revelation na binabanggit, of course, son of a great point guard, cool cat Mike Cortez. The last time these two teams met, back in April 23, hindi pa naglalaro yung Jacob Cortez. Binunod siya right after that game.
Right
Coach
after,
Boyet.
they went up against the St. Benilde Blazers wherein he scored 7 points off the bench. And Ray, nakalaban mo pa yung daddy niya.
Yes, abutan ko pa siya
sa pros, di ba?
Yes.
Si cool cat Mike Cortez.
Yes. And parang nakikita ko sa anak niya, no? Halos parehas sila ng galaw. And then...
Swabe din eh.
Yes, yung basketball IQ nakuha niya dun sa tatay niya.
Oo. And you know who else is watching as we see Paolo Hernandez at the line here? Champion coach ng San Beda Red Lions, Coach Jamaic Harin, is also tuned in. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Coach. Happy Mother's Day to your mother and to your wife as well. Cortez crossing the timeline. Here's Abuda with the leather. Yeah, abot kay Kwekute. 10 to shoot. Kwekute fires another long bomb. That time it won't go. Oh, but an offensive foul. Mula kay Paolo Hernandez.
And still a 4-point lead for Mapua. They have contained the offense of San Beda. And also, I'm sure they are very ready going up against James Kwekwe here. They're trying to clog the lane every time James gets the ball.
And that time, another offensive foul. This time, it will be charged on the Red Lions. And Amsali could not believe na siya tinawagan ng charge. Tingnan natin dito. Yun, kaliwa. Parang Ray ng Bataklak yung ginaganon yung ano, yung may kasamang huli yung kaliwa yung
tapos
umawi.
nangiipit ng kamay yan eh. Nangiipit yan eh.
Tumatawa lang, big sabihin
Alam
totoo.
niyang totoo.
Oo, alam niyang totoo eh. Di man lang kumontre. Hernandez, binabantayan ni Abuda. And the traveling violation here. Called on lockup. Timeout again on the floor. Coach Randy wants to talk things over. Lamang ng apat ng Mapua. Stay tuned to your NCAA Season 97 Final Four action dito sa GTV.
They break the news and give all the updates. They even get inside the mind of the coaches, players, and even the fans. They make the games even more exciting. Meet the eyes and ears of your favorite team's huddle. They are the courtside reporters of your NCAA Season 97. Catch all the action live Tuesdays to Wednesdays and Fridays to Sundays, 12 noon, with recap episodes at these times on GTV.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds.
Lion Pride, Yukien Andrada, Tony Ino, JB Bayo, Ralph Benuela, and these guys are key contributors para kay Coach Boyet Hernandez here in Season 97. Kasi dati pag sinabi mong San Beda, puro nga yung mga, di ba, yung mga starters, yung mga mabibigat na pangalan. But let's not forget, these guys, Andrada, Ino, and Bayo, Benuela, they've been really contributing and they had key numbers against CSB in that play-in game.
Girlfriend ni Arvin Gamboa. Tama? Girlfriend ni Arvin Gamboa.
Andy Felix.
Andy Felix, tama. And we talked about the Lion Pride sina Yukin against CSB in a must-win game in the play-in round. Ang ganda ng nilaro nito sina Yukin, Andrada, Tony, and company. At yan yung kailangan ni James Kwekwe, yung katulong, Ray. Kasi naranasan mo din na ikaw na lang ang natira, di ba, ng mga final few years mo?
Yes, very important din na meron kang katulong sa loob, no? At the same time, ikaw, as a scorer, makapagpahinga ka rin kahit paano.
Cortez was stripped. Cortez! First basket para kay young Jacob Cortez. And look at that swag of the kid.
Not giving up on the play. Natapikan na. Pero nakuha pa niya yung bola and he puts it back in for his first bucket. Down by 2 na lang ang San Beda dito.
Again, binanggit ko nga kanina as we take a look at Hernandez, 3 no-go. San Beda didn't win a quarter in that elimination round game against the Mapua Cardinals. So let's see.
0-1 pa rin sila because Mapua was leading after the first. So 5 straight quarters na ang napapanalo ng Mapua against San Beda. I'm sure alam din sa dami ng coaches na napaglaruan ni Ray.
Ilang coaches mo nung naglaro ka?
College ako, dalawa.
Sino pinakagwapo dun? Yung Coach Jeff Napa ba? Nanonood?
No. Sorry. Tatlo pala.
Tatlo. Coach Jeff, Coach
Aldin. Coach Kaloy Garcia. Baka magalit sa akin yung ngayon. Di ko siya binanggit.
Tama. Coach Kaloy.
Coach Aldin Ayo and then Coach Jeff Napa.
Coach Jeff. Pinakagwapo. Coach Jeff. Yun na. Siya ang nanonood eh.
Siya pala no.
Coach Aldin, nanonood din daw.
Nanonood din daw.
Pareho sila.
Coach Kaloy, nanonood din daw. In case kakatutok nyo lamang mga kapuso, magandang hapon at happy Mother's Day po sa inyong lahat. Andre Felix on the call, kasama si Shoot First, Mikey Reyes, and the Stingray, Ray Nambatak. We're also joined by Christian Sebastian and Aya de Quiroz working the sidelines.
Opia down low. Height is might. That is something you cannot teach.
Yes, sir.
The bucket there and ties the ball game at 16 apiece.
16 all. Gandang blanca ni Hopia. Sabi mo nga, di matuturo ang tangkad. Kwekute stopping, popping, not dropping on that 3. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc today.
Pwede nating isipin or i-assume that is why James hasn't been aggressive in attacking the basket. Kasi nga may iniindang ankle injury kaya medyo nakikita mo nagsisettle siya galing sa labas.
Yes, and napansin natin, no, Mikey and Andre, na pag si James ang may hawak ng bola, talagang in-hard show sa. So, meron talagang isang big man or dalawa dyan na talagang wide open. So, ang kagandaan kay James, ang bilis siya makakita ng kung sino yung wide open.
We saw earlier on your screens attorney Jonas Cabotchan, and there's Mr. Peter Caico of Arellano University, member of the management committee. Mintis sa unang free throw, si Lakap. He'll try to get a split. He misses both.
Wasted opportunities there for Brian Lakap. Not only yung kalamangan, pero siyempre yung kumpiyansa mo as a scorer. Again, it's nice to see the ball go through the hoop. At ayun, nanonood nga si Coach Kaloy.
Pati muna natin to, Mr. Frank Gusi of University of Perpetual Help System Dalta and Mr. Stefanio Bukiron Jr. of Emilio Aguinaldo College. So nanonood yung mga former coaches ni Reyna Matak.
So nanonood si Coach Kaloy, Coach Jeff. Nanonood din si Big Bo. Nanonood din si Big Bo. Siya daw pinakagwapo mong teammate, sabi niya.
Hindi, alam na yung tanggap na napakalawa lang siya sa akin.
Cortez drives. Cortez with another basket. And he looks like Mike Cortez on that play.
And that is the confidence and the swag. He is not the son of the cool cat for nothing. The cool cup, 4 points here in the first half alone.
Noko misses on the corner 3. Here's Cortez with a basketball again. This time he gives it up to Abuda. Back to Jacob. Now James Kwekute has the ball. Calling the play para sa San Beda. Using the screen. Kwekute attacks. The kick out. Cortez fires. And that 3 is short. Jacob gets it back. And look at the hustle from young Jacob Cortez. Not giving up. The basketball, he gets that applause from the San Beda faithful.
And he is starting to be the crowd favorite here. The cool cup, Jacob Cortez, not giving up on the play, getting it back and scoring. You see his hype, you see the energy, the youth, that hezzy move, the Euro, and the finish. Jacob Young, cool cat Cortez.
Masasabi mo?
Galing, no?
Grabe, may potential tong batang to.
siguro magaling yung daddy nito, brother.
Dahil talagang very aggressive siya eh. Simula nung pinasok siya, ando yung aggressiveness niya agad. Kaya ngayon, ang ganda ng pinapakita, nakaka-score siya agad dahil sa pagiging aggressive niya.
Oh, nice eye in the sky play. Di nga lang nakakonvert si Opia. Kahit si Abuda, nang hinayang doon.
And Andre, pinasok na si JV Gallego.
Isa pa.
And James Kwekute was sent to the bench muna para kay Coach Boyet.
But he will get ready come back in here. James Quequete, an offensive foul called on Mr. Dax Castellano, chairman of the management committee of the NCAA in season 97 of his College of St. Benilde, is the host school. A ceasefire on the floor. Lamang ng dalawang San Beda under 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates that.
Huwag natin kalilimutan at the half, Miss Hannah Priscillas will be performing. Happy birthday to your mom, Tita. Gusto ko batiin mo?
Mother's Day.
Mother's
birthday.
Happy Mother's Day. Sabi ko ba happy birthday?
Oh.
Sorry naman. Happy Mother's Day.
Mommy D.
Mommy D.
Mommy D.
Mrs. Reyes, happy birthday. Happy Mother's Day po. Mr. Melchor Divina of Mapua University also in attendance. Mama mo, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day sa mami ko, Mami Susan.
Mami Susan. At
Mami
mama
nanonood ngayon. And happy Mother's Day, Tita
happy
Jane.
Mother's Day din.
Mami Nikki siya. Happy Mother's Day,
Happy
Tita
Mother's
Jane.
Day din po.
Future mom-in-law.
Yeah.
Yun! Yes, para sa Tris. Second quarter field goals, we see San Beda shooting way better compared to Mapua here. Very aggressive. What a block there.
The ball will sail out of bounds. Tumama on the top of the backboard there. But great defense para kay Arvin Gamboa on that JV Gallego drive.
Happy Mother's Day din sa misis ni Pistolero, Chito Victorero, Conchito. Also tuned in, Father Vic Calvo of Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Also in attendance dito sa Phil Oil Flying V Center.
Si Coach Chito ang naabutan ko sa Mapua nung player ako, siya yung coach.
Hindi nga.
Oo, pinahirapan niya ako.
Sino pumapantay sa'yo? Si The Snake?
Hindi, this is si Andretti Stevens na napakabait na player. Andretti
Nabutan
Stevens.
ko si Andretti.
Oh, di ba?
Nabutan ko
Napakabait, di ba?
Yes,
grabe
napakabait.
Tapos si Coach Chito yan. Papasok na yung Reyes, saktan nyo na yan.
Hindi, pero dapat matuwa ka nga kung limit sa'yo yun.
naman.
Kung sino yung pinapantayan ni Andretti Stevens back in the day, yun yung pinaka-scorer ng kampalang
Yun ang tinitira niya. Yun yung dinidepensa niya.
And of course, the big boss is here, Mr. Oliver Victor Beltran Amoroso. Sir Oli, the first Vice President and Head of Regional TV and Synergy. Magandang hapon po, Sir Oli. And happy Mother's Day to your mom. At sa lahat ng mga nanay. Yes, Mike.
And now with Jacob with 2 free throws. Pagkakataon mo na ito, Ray. Patiin mo nga yung mga... Dami nagme-message sa'yo. Baka akala nila hindi ka na player, ha?
Bisayahin mo na lahat ng mga...
Ayun, mabilis na to. Binabati ko yung coach ko, si Ken Claveria ng Davao.
Ba't Bisaya dong?
Yung mga friends ko ngayon na very supportive sa akin na walang tiwala pero nung narinig nila yung boses ko, tuwan-tuwa sila, gusto magpabati sila.
Batiin mo nga, makayong hapon.
Mayong hapon sa tanan na to mga fans sa Cagayan de Oro sa NCAA and enjoy watching.
Player pa rin po si Reyna Batak, ha? Sumideline lang. Sumideline, walang bonus.
Oh! That was short, but Salenga was there to clean up and take the two. Quecote will answer, yes! Para sa tres, second frame made by James Quecote.
And the King Lions starting to wake up here in the second quarter, giving San Beda this 3-point lead, 22-19.
And the faithful for Mendiola coming to life here in the second period. Lucky bounce, back-to-back baskets mula kay Jasper Salenga.
Jasper Salenga, another one of those products from Malayan. And he forces the charge on JV Gallego. What a sequence there para dito kay Salenga, offense to defense.
Grabe ang depensa nitong Mapua, no? Wala talagang easy basket para sa kanila eh.
A very aggressive on both ends of the floor is Mapua.
Oh, but here's Cortez. Clear runway all the way for the Cool Cub.
Cool Cub already with 7 points all in the second quarter. Nagpapakitang gilas dito si Jacob Cortez.
Alam mo kung anong gusto ko lang, dream ko lang, I don't know if Jacob will do it. Yung long socks, here's a corner 3. Wala. Kung mag-long socks, yung knee-high socks din si Jacob Cortez.
Hindi na uso.
Ha?
Hindi na uso.
Hindi na ba uso?
Hindi na uso, bro. Panahon mo yun. Panahon mo yun.
Hindi, pero cool kaya yun. Siya
Kaya lang
pauso
yung
nun
shorts niya maiksi eh. Dati mahaba yung kay Mike Cortez.
Yung baggy, tas
Sobrang
long socks
haba
si
nun,
Jacob eh, no?
Alam
Kasi
mo,
Mike,
di ba? Tapos naka-headband pa, di ba?
Oo.
Sorry, may napansin lang ako. Mga nag-guest analyst dito, ikaw, si Kuya Bo, si JV. Pare-pareho kasi kayo walang bonus eh, no? Kaya sumasideline muna kayong tatlo.
Hindi, bottom line, iisa lang kasi kami ng team.
Kaya pare-pareho kasi medyo ano eh, walang matumal ata eh.
Sino ba susunod? Si Gabe Norwood?
O si Gabe Norwood ang susunod. Matumal eh.
Jacob Cortez at the line.
Already missing 2 free throws here is Jacob Cortez. Can you imagine that if he made all this? Eto! Not only is JV there, but the fiancé is there. Nag-iipon eh. Nag-iipon, ikakasal.
Ikakasal na.
Ikakasal eh. Kaya sumideline muna dito
JV Mocon supporting his alma mater, the San Beda Red Lions, with his fiancé, Miss Micah Palo.
Nakakatawa si Kuya Bo, pag inisip mo siya na pinakagwapo, naunahan niya si JV. Naunahan pa niya si Papa James Yap.
Wala na si Kuya Bo, wala na. Napaglipasan na.
Nag-aantay na nga ako ng susunod na schedule si Kuya Bo.
Jacob. Oh, missing again from the line. 3 missed free throws mula kay Jacob Cortez.
1 of 4, and he could have had 10 points already here in the second quarter para kay Jacob Cortez. These are missed opportunities for San Beda.
Hernandez. Oh, but that pass too strong. A turnover again for the Mapua Cardinals.
Medyo bad timing yung cut doon ni Salenga. Miscommunication between Salenga and Bonifacio. Former teammates with the Red Robins, now with the Cardinals.
Mapua now with 14 turnovers. Hindi pa tapos ang first half. Oh, but an offensive foul. Looks like it will be charged on Jacob Cortez.
Well, you gotta take the good with the bad with Jacob. Siyempre, at the end of the day, he is a rookie. And totoong rookie to, galing sa Lasal Green Hills of a high school program. And you have to take the good with the bad. Siyempre, galing ka high school din dati sa Squires. Ano yung adjustment getting into the seniors division?
Yes, Mikey, no, pagka ganyan kasi pag rookie ka, kailangan talaga dyan yung mindset mo. Tanggapin mo muna yung role mo sa team. So, yung ginagawa ngayon ni Jacob, yun yung ginagawa niya na kung ano yung role mo niya sa team, yun muna. So, ayun, nakakuha siya ng mga points. So, hindi niya pinipilit yung mga tira niya.
Ang nakagandaan doon, agresibo siya kahit rookie siya.
Yes. Minsan yung pagiging agresibo, minsan nasosobrahan eh, nakakuha ka na ng mga turnover.
Tama. Sana pala narinig ko si Ray dati nung rookie. Hindi ko sinunod yung role ko. Hindi ko tinanggap eh.
Ano ba dapat role mo?
Hindi ko tinanggap eh.
Hindi mo tinanggap?
Joke lang yun. Siyempre tinanggap natin. Another missed free throw for San Beda.
Today, as a team, Mapua missing 4 free throws already. Gallego. That time he splits from the line.
And San Beda is a 70% free throw shooting team in the elimination round. So dito medyo nagsastruggle sila, but they're still up by 4 against Mapua here. 20 seconds remaining. Dito si Salenga, tumawag ng double high ball screen.
Shot clock is dead. Hernandez will fire. Offensive board underneath, but Quequitay there and a foul. Ang itatawag, I believe, it is not on Quequitay. It will be on Andrada. Oh, it is on Yukien Andrada. First.
Eugene Andrada. Great effort here by Brian Lacap, one of the smallest guys on the floor. That bump on James, medyo inusog na doon si Kwetkwetay, nakakita ng butas doon at tawagan ng foul to free throws para kay Brian Lacap. A chance to cut this down to 2 points entering halftime.
Lacap's free throw is good. And he gets both. Brian Lacap. 4 to shoot.
Oh, miscommunication there.
And to end the first half. What a basket there for Mapua. Momentum back on their side. Arvin Gamboa converting on the last play. Meanwhile, tingnan natin itong galaw ni Jacob Cortez sidestepping using the glass. And we heard Coliseum Barker Top Uliano just announcing that the basket is good para sa Mapua.
4 points in 4 seconds. The last 4 seconds of the half, naka-4 na puntos pa doon ng Mapua. 25-25 tayo, papasok tayo ng halftime. Fuel it with Gatorade. We'll see you back here for our halftime break.
Mapapakapit ka sa sobrang intense dahil Final Four na. Labasan na ng pangis para makatuntong sa finals. Ngayon May 8 Sunday, Veteran Knights versus Perpetual Altas sa alas 12. Mapua Cardinals versus San Beda Red Lions sa alas 3. Abangan din ang sports analysts, halftime performers at iba pang kapuso stars. Catch all the action live on GTV. Jam-packed ang arena. Sa TV at online, tutok na tutok ang mga mata. Pero patikim pa lang yan. Ang NCAA Season 97 Finals. Mapapanood nyo sa GMA at GTV. Kaya every Sunday 3 p.m. simula May 15, dito na kayo. Ito ang hardcore drama na dapat nyong abangan.
Ngayong eleksyon 2022, tayo ang mangunguna sa pagbabalita sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Buong puwersa tayong tutugon sa ating panatang maghatid ng totoong balita.
Buong puso nating haharapin ang hamon ng pagbabantay sa makasaysayang eleksyon sa gitna ng pandemya.
Buong bansa ang ating tututukan para mabantayan ang boto ng Pilipino.
Ipapakita natin sa buong mundo ang patas at walang kinikilingang serbisyong totoo.
Buong puwersa, buong puso at buong tapang na pagbabalita para sa Pilipino.
Ito ang Eleksyon 2022. The GMA News and Public Affairs coverage.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, GMA ang nangunguna sa pagbabantay tuwing eleksyon. At ngayong eleksyon 2022, asahan ninyong mas mabilis pa ang ating pag-uulat sa resulta ng botohan. Tututukan at bibigyan natin ng konteksto ang pagboto ng ating mga kababayan sa mga live report at mga newscast gamit ang state-of-the-art technology. At babantayan ang pagboto ng mga kandidato, pati na ang resulta ng eleksyon para sa mga lokal at pambansang posisyon. Ang GMA News and Public Affairs, totoo at patuloy na ihahatid sa inyo ang most trusted election coverage sa bansa.
Ito ang Eleksyon 2022.
Atla Olivario puts it up still, driving and scoring off the glass.
Mga kapuso, ngayon na tapos na ang elimination round ng men's basketball, silipin natin kung sino-sino sa inyong mga paboritong manlalaro ang bumida sa iba't ibang statistical categories sa NCAA Season 97.
As Calma putting on the moves on Arana.
I like this matchup between Calma and Arana first.
Pagdating sa scoring, numero 1 ang power forward ng San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Stags na si JM Calma.
Puts it on the floor, fake, turns, fires, and scores!
16.9 points kada laro ang naitala ng Giannis ng Baste sa kanyang huling taon bilang collegiate athlete.
Boy, clear out
Eto na, Saplan, could not tie it. Arana!
Sa rebounding naman, walang kasing lakas at tibay ni Justin Arana ng Arellano University Chiefs na nakakakuha ng 17.1 boards per outing. Siyak na makakatulong ito sa MVP campaign ng pinakadominanteng sentro sa larangan ng collegiate basketball dito sa Pilipinas.
Puts it on the floor, Navarro. Oh, what a pass to Remulla. GG! Wow!
When it comes to assists, nobody is more generous than Renzo Navarro of the LPU Pirates, who tallied 4.7 assists per contest in his final year in the league.
Oh, there's a steal from the birthday boy, Doromal.
Another Arellano Chief earned the top spot in another statistical category at the end of the elimination round. AU's Axel Doromal is at the top of the list when it comes to steals, averaging 2.1 per game.
They have the condition to play this way. Arana with the rejection.
At pagdating naman sa blocks, numero 1 ulit si Justin Arana. Ang 6'7" big man na tubong Camarines Norte ay nakakapagtala ng 2.9 blocks kada laro para sa kanyang kupunan.
Turns, fires, and score!
Silipin natin muli ang mga naghari sa bawat statistical category ngayong elimination round ng NCAA Season 97 Men's Basketball. Congratulations to all the players who topped the charts. But the action on the hard court will only get higher from here and reach even greater heights as we move closer to crowning a champion for the tournament. Keep it right here on GTV for the continuing live and exclusive coverage of NCAA Season 97. Stronger together, buo ang puso.
Sa pinakamahalagang araw sa ating bayan, muling ihahatid ng biggest Philippine network, ang biggest, most comprehensive.
At the half, we are tied at 25-all. The number 2 seed, Mapua University Cardinals, and the number 3 seed, San Beda University Red Lions. Mapua with a twice-to-beat advantage. Earlier today, Letran won over the Perpetual Altas. Hence, the Knights are waiting in the finals in Season 97. Magandang hapon po at happy Mother's Day ulit sa lahat ng ating mga nakatutok na kapuso ngayong hapon, ngayong linggo. Andre Felix alongside Mr. Shoot First Mikey Reyes and the Stingray, former Letran Knight, Ray Nambata. At the half, tabla nga tayo. The last time these two teams met back in April 23, the score then was 31-27 at the half. 4-point lead para sa Mapua. It is a different story here. Pinag-usapan natin Mikey at Ray. Nung last time na nagharap sila, all 4 quarters won by Mapua, but this time, San Beda winning that second period 19-13.
Well, it's been a low-scoring affair here, at least in the first half. Kita natin both teams playing great defense, limiting each other to only 31% from the field. Also, yung 3-point baskets, kita nyo naman, 3 of 10 for San Beda, 0 of 12 for Mapua. And we set this on the top of the coverage. Yung Mapua, malaki yung ambag ng 3-pointers nila. Kaya sila ang second team in the league after the elimination round. Turnover story, halos pareho lang. But the bench of San Beda, again performing here. Of course, off the bench si Jacob Cortez, off the bench si James Quequete, 21-10 ang ating bench points in favor of San Beda. So it's an exciting first half. Pero ikaw, Ray, anong nakita mo dun sa first half?
Ang ganda nung pasok ni Jacob Cortez, no? Coming off the bench, he already had 7 points and ang laking bagay nun para sa San Beda University. And of course, yung bench points ng San Beda natin, 21 big points.
James Quequete din galing sa bench.
Yes.
13 of those 21 ng San Beda bench points galing sa dalawang tao, kay James Quequete at kay Jacob Cortez, na hindi naglaro no first quarter.
Yes.
Nung second quarter lang nanggaling yung kanilang mga puntos, yung 7 and 6 respectively ni Cortez at ni Quequete.
Actually, itong tatlo na leading scorers ng San Beda off the bench lahat.
Off the bench.
Kasama na rin si Gab Cometa. On the other side of the fence, Nokum, Bonifacio, and Lakap, well, leading the way in terms of offense para sa Mapua Cardinals.
Ray, ano ba mga nakita mo nung first half na yon? Mapua, nanalo nga nung first quarter, 12-6. San Beda had a way better second quarter.
Sa Mapua naman, no, nagkaroon lang sila ng struggle nung first half. Nagkaroon sila ng maraming turnover agad. And then on the other side naman, sa San Beda naman, na-contain nila yung offense ng Mapua. So, ganun ang nangyari na naitabla nila yung score ngayon. So, kung ma-contain ng San Beda yung ganung aggressiveness nila, and I'm sure maganda ang sitwasyon ng San Beda pagdating ng endgame ngayon.
Balikan naman natin ngayon ang ating key matchup na pinag-usapan natin before the game even started. Let's go back to our wing collision. Mikey at Ray, James Quequete against Paulo Hernandez, two guys who came off the bench in this particular game.
Well, both of them knowing their roles, coming off the bench, adding, aggressiveness, being the spark. And James Quequete with 2 3-point baskets in the second quarter. Para naman kay Paulo Hernandez, yes, 2 points pa lang siya. Hindi pa siya nakaka-shoot from the field. But we know that he will deliver, especially when they need him in crunch time. Yun ang papel nitong si Paulo Hernandez as well as James Quequete for both teams. And ang daming nanonood ngayon na taga Mapua, Jesse Saitanan, na also former player ni Coach Chito Victolero na nanonood din. At bakit nga naman hindi? 1 win away na lang sila. Makakaabot ng finals itong Mapua Cardinals.
Akala ko, sinabi mo yung bakit nga naman hindi. Akala ko si Coach Hammer. Nandito kanina si Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. Again, binabati natin, former head coach of the Mapua Cardinals. Viva Mapua, pusong Cardinal, laban Mapua. Sabi ni Pistolero, Chito Victolero. Happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers watching us live on GTV, worldwide via GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News TV International. Also live streaming sa GMAnetwork.com at sa NCAA Philippines website on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Third quarter underway. Scores tied 25 all. Nice swipe by Hernandez. Here come the Cardinals. Gamboa will slow it down, waiting for some friends. Hernandez. They swing the ball to Lakap. 10 to shoot.
And the way that Mapua ended that first half with those 4 points in the last 4 seconds, ganun ang gusto nilang umpisa dito. Especially parang back to zero tayo dito rin, 25-25.
Yes.
Dalawang quarter na lang ang kailangan tupagin dito.
Ito na yung pinaka-crucial, isa sa pinaka-crucial part ng game na to, yung second half eh. Dito mo makikita kasi yung fatigue factor nandito na eh. So kailangan dito, mindset mo, every possession counts.
Lakap's corner 3 was short. Last touch, humihingi ng foul dito si Justin Sanchez. Penuela will bring the ball in bounds from the baseline and will also go back later on to our hardworking reporters working the sidelines. Christian Sebastian reporting from Mapua, and Aya de Quiros on duty now for the San Beda Red Lions on this Final Four matchup between the number 2 and number 3 seed. Sanchez, bibigay sa baba kay Kuntapay. Guarded by Bonifacio. Kuntapay charging.
And Warren Bonifacio was just quicker on his feet on that attack by Dami Kuntapay. Basang-basa na ni Warren Bonifacio doon, getting in the way and also selling that call. Sino pinakamagaling mag-draw charge na naging kakampi mo? K-Rax, no? Draw charge?
Yes, si K-Rax lang. Isa sa pinaka magaling na defender namin nung time na yon.
Si Jom din eh, parang galing na. Wow! Meanwhile, Paolo Hernandez launching and striking from downtown.
And this is what we were saying. This is when he comes alive. Talking about Paolo Hernandez in the second half. Diyan siya magiging mas agresibo.
Paolo now with 5. That's just his first field goal made. And here comes Hernandez again for Mapua. Heat check. That time short on the 3. Lack up with the offensive rebound. Set up muna. Bido. Bababa kay Bonifacio. Binabantayan ni Kuntapay. Bonifacio to Hernandez. Oh, nice move by Paolo. Falls down. And last touch by a Cardinal. Possession back to San Beda.
Great defensive possession there para sa San Beda Red Lions. Actually, they forced the shot clock there. At alam mo to, Ray, yun ang pinakamagandang defensive possession, yung hindi man lang nakatira yung kalaban.
Yes, yung maputukan ka ng shot clock, malaking bagay yun. And para sa'yo, as a player, napakagandang bagay yun na maputukan ng shot clock yung kalaban.
5 to shoot. Good defense para sa Mapua. Sanchez. At speaking of naputukan ng shot clock ang San Beda on that possession.
Back-to-back shot clock violations for both teams.
Both teams, no? Wala talagang easy basket para sa kanila, no? Makikita mo talaga yung grabe yung depensa ng mga bawat players na to.
Yan ang Final Four basketball, Ray.
Yes.
Alam alam mo yan.
Two teams that are really good defensive teams. Points allowed, San Beda is number 2 in that category. Just allowing opponents close to 66 points per game. Samantala ang Mapua naman close to 67 points per game. Number 2 and number 4 points allowed. Itong San Beda at Mapua respectively in season 97. 6 to shoot. Bayo. Step back, wala. Sanchez with the offensive rebound. Sanchez, reverse, no! Kuntapay could not get a handle of the leather. Let's go back now to San Beda's side, courtesy of this update from Aya.
Head coach Boyd Fernandez broke the silence in the dugout earlier with the words, and let me quote, "Sa totoo lang, kayo lang ang nagpapatalo sa sarili nyo. You're giving them a chance to bounce back because of your excuse and defensive rules and shot selection. Para daw silang cheetah, or I guess to be more apt, isang leon na pinagutan ng ulo na hindi alam ko anong gagawin. Stressing that it's all about following the rules and that it's a team effort, not a solo play. Muli, San Beda is too close for comfort here, so will they roar louder in the second half? We'll have to see, gentlemen."
Thank you, Aya, for that update.
Bago yun Bago yun, Dre. But when we look at this first, ang rebound nito si Dami Kuntapay, and he literally just shoves Brian Lacap to the floor. And you know that Warren Bonifacio will defend his teammate. Bago yun, Dre, na pinugutan, Leon na pinugutan. Kaya bang pugutan ng ulang, Leon?
Subukan mo.
Paano naman malalapitan?
Subukan mo.
Paano natin malalapitan yun?
Baka hindi mo pa nga malapitan.
Ikaw ang pupugutan ng ulo ng Leon.
Pero maganda nang binanggit nga ni Ayan.
Manok eh.
May gusto kang batiin, Ray. Pinapakita
yes,
mo.
binabati ko si Coach Jeff Martin, former coach ng Mapua. So,
Coach
hi
Jeff,
Coach.
Gandang hapon sa'yo. And speaking of Mapua, let's go back to Christian with a report on the Cardinals.
Andre, sa dasal nga tinapos ng Cardinals sa loob ng dugout ang first half ng laban. Para naman kay Coach Randy Alcantara, hindi daw naging maganda ang kinalabasan ng first half. Ngunit 25-all naman daw nila itong tinapos. Focus daw ang kailangan nila sa mga susunod pang quarter at kailangan pa nilang pahirapan ang Red Lions. Aminado naman si Coach na mahirap talunin ang koponan, kaya daw tiyaga ang kailangan. Election season na nga at gun ban na, pero tiwala siya sa mga bala ng Cardinals, lalo na sa mga backdoor movement ng koponan. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you for that update, Christian Sebastian. Tama, eleksyon na bukas. Ingat po tayo and of course, vote wisely mga kapuso. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok ngayong linggo sa amin. Mayo 8, 2022. Dalawang napaka-init na laro. A Sunday Final Four double-header. Letran, the number 1 seed, still unblemished here in season 97, winning in the finals. Oh, nice block by Gamboa. That gives the possession back to Mapua. Here's Pido. Hernandez. Nowhere to go. Pido thought about that 3. Gamboa. Hinihingi ni Bonifacio. Di mabigay sa poste. Humihingi ng screen dito si Pido. Hernandez fires a long bomb. That won't go, and a foul away from the ball. Buntapay and Bonifacio.
You gotta love the competition down low. Buntapay, Bonifacio, again, wala tayong foreign athletes dito sa ating Final Four. So all our homegrown big men.
Grabe yung bakbakan sa ilalim.
At tumutok lamang sa bakbakan sa pagitan ng Mapua at San Beda sa aming pagbabalik.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
We won't get tired of greeting all our mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Kay Mommy D. Mommy D
Of course,
Reyes.
mommy ko din. Hindi, mommy.
Mother-in-law.
Si Mami Annie.
Mami Annie Reyes. Kanino ko ba sinasabi?
Naguguluhan. Sabi mo kasi mother-in-law eh.
sorry. Sa Mami Annie Reyes,
Mommy
pasensya na
Annie
po.
Reyes and Mommy D.
And
De
Mommy
Leon.
D. De Leon.
Yeah.
Na si Mommy Susan ng Batak.
Yes.
At ang iyong future mother-in-law, Ray.
Siya
Mami
future
Jane.
na talaga.
Mami Jane, Tita Jane.
Siya future na. Ikaw, future mother-in-law mo.
Happy Mother's Day din po kay Tita Marie.
Yeah.
Sosa.
Parang malumanay bigla yung boses mo ah. Parang lumumanay.
Hello po. Kanina nag-lunch kami.
Tupi tayo sa mga mother-in-law natin.
Siyempre. Tingnan natin kung sino tutupi dito sa ating third quarter under 6 minutes. Mapua lamang ng 3. Hernandez being tightly guarded. Hernandez's jumper is butter.
Eto na, nagigising na si Paulo Hernandez. At may mga ganitong players talaga rin. Parang feeling ko ikaw din. Pag second half talaga nagigising.
Yes, kasi ang opinion ko lang doon, no, nakikita kasi ng mga players yun kung ano yung defense ang ginagawa sa'yo nung first half. So, nung pag halftime, yun, nakapag-isip ka na kung anong dapat mong pang-counter sa depensa sa'yo.
Si Ray lang kasi ang kilala kong 2 of 14. Tapos sa fourth quarter, siya pa rin natitira.
Sabi nga ni Coach Kaloy, kumpiyansa lang.
Ikaw ba, Mike, nung pag 2 of 14 ka, kumpiyansa ka lang din?
Nakaupo na ako nun.
In case kakatutok nyo lamang as we see James Kwekute, who didn't start this game, is back on the floor. Para kay Coach Boy Fernandez. Kasama ko po ngayong hapon on the call. The former NCAA champion back in season 91, the Stingray Ray ng Batak, and Mr. Shoot First, Mr. Bonfire, Mikey Reyes. Third quarter field goal. San Beda still cannot buy a basket. With 5 minutes gone by here in the third period. Let's see if Kwekute can stop the bleeding para sa San Beda Red Lions. He fires. He misses that 3. Offensive board. Ilalabas muna ni Amsali. Balik kay Kwekute. Kwekute will attack. Kwekute! That's good!
And I was about to say, after he settled for another outside jumper, we want to see him aggressive. We don't know kung kumusta anong pakiramdam ng ankle niya, pero sa drive na yun, nakita natin na kaya niya.
Parang wala namang iniindang injury itong si James Kwekute eh.
Parang ganun pa rin, no? Pa rin yung mga atake. James Kwekute.
Oh, and good block by Kwekute. Falls down. No whistle blown. Coach Boyet livid on the sidelines. He thought Kwekute was foul. Hernandez ang may tanga ng bola ngayon. Guarded by Abuda. Hernandez attacking. Hernandez!
Hernandez.
Good. Nagising na, brother. Paulo Hernandez. Nag-alari ng batak yung Euro step sa San Juan Arena.
And Paulo now leading all scorers with 9. Kwekute. The spin by James. No. Rebounded by Gamboa. He sees he doesn't have the numbers. Aantay muna ng mga kakampi. Bibigay kay Hernandez. Why not? Mainit ang kamay ni Paulo in this third quarter. And he was fouled by Amsali.
Paulo Hernandez making me look good kasi sabi natin nung halftime, yung mga ganyang players sa second half pa yan, naghihintay sila ng moment nila. And he has been very crucial in this third quarter run as we look at this drive by James Kwekute using his body to protect the basketball, finishing with his offhand. And on the other side, ganun din. Ang ganda ng Euro step, Pinoy step, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, that was a bucket for Paulo Hernandez.
Paulo, 8 of his 10 points coming here in the third quarter alone. He only had 2 points in that first half. Parang rice cooker, no? Parang microwave itong si Paulo Hernandez. Sige, easy lang ng first 2 quarters. But here in the third quarter, it's gonna be the Paulo Hernandez show stretching Mapua's lead now to 7. This is their biggest lead of this game on an offensive foul called on San Beda.
That is another turnover there kay Ryan Amsali Agustin. Nakakulang doon. Kita mo, binenta yung call, brother.
Minsan magandang bagay rin yung actingan mo ng konti, no? And it's part of the game, no? As a player.
Siyempre, nasa GMA na tayo. Kailangan magaling ka rin umarte.
Yes.
Artistahin ka dapat dito.
Baka bigyan ng karir.
Oo. Alam, may teleserye dito eh.
Let's go back here to what happened on that play and how well Toby sold that call to the officials.
And you know what? That is his 5th foul. Ryan Amsali gumraduate na with 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in only the third quarter.
And Amsali, 11 minutes played in this game. We'll have to watch this game from the bench, fouling out with 2 points, 3 rebounds, as well as 4 turnovers.
And there is a technical foul called on the Mapua bench. So this will mean a free throw for Alfaro. And ball possession for San Beda. Si Pido ang natawagan dito ng technical foul. And Alfaro takes care of that freebie. Natawagan ng taunting. Andre, natawagan ng taunting si Pido. Which medyo nagiging ano na sila, stricto na sila sa taunting.
Yes, yun yung napansin ko.
Hindi ka na ba nakaka-taunt ngayon?
Hindi na. Pero nung time ko sa NCAA,
diba?
allowed siya. Pero ngayon, hindi na. Konting ano mo lang, tina-technical ka na agad.
Baril-baril ka pa dati. Mapua with a lead here. Oh, good drive. And he was foul taking up in the air to si Toby, and Toby Agustin will head to the line for 2. Yukien Andrada, tatawagan ng personal foul. Renz Nokum set to check back in. Please, Jeric Pido.
And when we talk about taunting, kwentuhan lang natin, of course, si Ray, you were part of the highest rated NCAA finals Yung season 91
Game
San
3.
Beda Letran. Grabe yung taunting nyo nun. Pati crowd.
Minsan kasi yung emotion mo sa game, hindi mo na nakokontrol yun eh. Sa sobrang tuwa mo dun sa play na nagawa mo, yun yung mga nangyayari na nagtotonting ka na, hindi mo na naiiwasan.
Grabe yung puso ng Letran team nung season 91 na yun.
Eh ngayon, yung Letran naghihintay na lang sa finals.
Letran is waiting in the finals after taking care of business earlier. Ang daming nating nakikitang charging offensive foul in this game.
A little too much yung ginagawa ng San Beda off the basketball. Yung mga ganito, looking at yung Ken Andrada, sinundan niya talaga yung humahabol doon kay James Kwek-Kwetey. And ito yun, I'm sure alam mo to, Ray. Importante yung screeners, pero pag naging sobrang aggressive mo naman, naging turnover.
So talaga dapat. So sa big man naman, ang advice natin sa mga big man, stand lang kayo, tayo lang kayo, kaming mga guards, kami na bahala pupunta sa inyo.
Akala ko tayo na balang titira eh.
Meanwhile, timeout on the floor. Mapua up by 8 against San Beda, 36-28.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
On your screens is Xavier Ramos, a Kapuso artist, specifically GMA Sparkle artist, enjoying the action here. Kasama niya si Angie Asso. At nandiyan din si Sean Lucas, GMA Sparkle artist natin. Vince Maristela din. At nanonood ng mainit na Final Four action between San Beda U and Mapua U. The Cards up here by 8, can even extend it. With his free throws coming up. Wala kay Waki Garcia.
And they are 13 minutes of good basketball away from a trip to the finals, talking about Mapua. So kailangan lang nila i-sustain itong 8-point lead, yung energy, yung intensity. And of course, sana swerte na rin sa kanilang mga shooting.
Wala mga free throws na binigay doon kay Waki Garcia, but Mapua can execute on this offensive sequence. Nice look inside, but stolen away by the Red Lions. Couple of behind-the-back dribbles mula kay Bayo, but that pass anticipated by Waki Garcia.
Great defense again, great anticipation for Garcia on that defensive possession. Mukhang ki-clear out na to, mga rin ng batak na play to.
Noko. O, ibitawan ng bola, makukuha. Ni Bayo, sinusundan sa likod. Bayo, the way, could not get that basket, but he will head to the line for two.
That's a good foul, duty foul. Galing dito kay Waki Garcia.
Pangatlo na yan ni Waki Garcia.
And San Beda needs to find a way na makuha ulit nila yung momentum. Lalo na sa mga ganitong laro, Ray. Importante yung momentum papasok ng fourth quarter.
Yes, kailangan pantayin ng San Beda yung energy na ginagawa ngayon ng Mapua Cardinals sa kanila.
JB Bahio, Cebuana, laking Cebu.
Mapua still ahead here in the driver's seat as we approach the final 2 minutes left here in the third period. Mapua to directly advance to the finals where their neighboring school is waiting to let run. Wow, nice look to Boku mo converts inside.
Parang inulit lang yung play kaninang first half. Paulo Hernandez waiting. Ang ganda nung cut down ni Red Snoko for the finish.
9-point lead para sa Mapua, their biggest. Alvaro's jumper, wala. Abuda with the offensive rebound. Quecote launches. Misses on the three, rebounded by Paulo Hernandez.
That would have been big. Yun sana yung magiging pamatay sunog dito sa nangyayari sa ating laro. Laki ng mga ganong tira, Ray. Kung pumasok din sana,
yes, pang momentum sana yun kung nagkataon.
Natawagan naman dito ng offensive foul si Warren Bonifacio. So you gotta love the consistency nung tawag ng referee ko. Anong tinatawag sa San Beda, yun din ang tinatawag dito sa Mapua. Oh, ito na, pinasok na. Cool Cup. Jacob Cortez back in the fray.
Jeric Pido, binalik din.
Jeric
Coach
Pido.
Randy Alcantara.
Cortez 7 points in the first half, making his way back in with a minute 13 here in the third.
Cortez is being harassed by Pido. Cortez, the drive, the spin, what a move, gets fouled, falls hard, and two officials signaling an unsportsmanlike foul, and it is getting chippy and physical inside.
And we need to see that again sa ating replay dito. Atake si Jacob Cortez. Again, that hesitation move. The spin. Hahanapin natin dito. Parang wala, Ray. May nakita ka ba?
Parang clean foul lang.
Parang wala namang pumila sa kanya.
Yes, na-out balance lang si
Oh, naipit sa gitna. But I don't know if they can change the call, Andre, because they did call an unsportsmanlike foul.
But our officials now reviewing. Coach Boyet Fernandez on your screens.
And Kuya Bo Belga is very impressed with Jacob Cortez. Talagang natutuwa siya sa pagka-agresibo. Nakikita niya na dating naging kalaban din Kuya Bo, yung daddy ni Jacob Cortez na si Mike Cortez. And I'm sure the Cool Cat is watching.
Oh, yeah.
Nasa States kasi ngayon
Oh, yeah.
You have to give credit to Jacob Cortez, no? Dahil tuwing pinapapasok talaga siya sa court, talagang ang dami niyang nagagawa agad. So ayan nga, kanina kakapasok na lang. Tapos, ayan, nakakuha agad siya ng free throws.
At ang maraming ginagawa si Commissioner by Cristobal. Ang maraming ginagawa.
Kita nyo naman. And our officials reviewing and checking if it was really an unsportsmanlike foul. Eto, they're replaying it several times. Our official wearing number 23, Alan Barria, and referee number 28, Oliver Angeles, having a discussion with another official at the table.
Ito, Andre, atake siya dito. Pag spin niya dito, parang naipit siya sa gitna ni Pido and ni Bonifacio. Dahil naipit siya, hindi niya na-land yung paa niya. Kaya nauna yung katawan niya na umapak sa sahig.
Pero kanino itatawag na ano to? Kay Bonifacio ba if ever? Unsportsmanlike o kay Pido?
I mean, maybe there was contact but not enough to inherit an unsportsmanlike foul. But that is our opinion. Siyempre, iba yung nakita ng ating referees. Yung nakita ka ba?
And then, nawalan lang ng landing spot din siguro si Jacob. So, kaya nauna yung katawan niya.
Well, this will be huge because this can also start a run for San Beda. If so, they can get 2 free throws out of this. And also ball possession.
And kailangan ng San Beda ngayon yan.
Much needed run yan para sa San Beda. Down by 9 here with a minute remaining in the third. And again, guys, 17 years na po na may twice to beat advantage ang San Beda. Ngayon lang sila naglalaro with their backs against the wall in their first game in the Final Four here in the NCAA.
$2005, no?
2005.
2005.
Ilan taon ka nun, Ray?
11 years old
ako,
lang ako
15 ako nun eh. Ikaw, Ray?
Unsportsmanlike foul ang itatawag kay Warren Bonifacio.
Oh, wow! On Warren Bonifacio.
And that will be foul number 1 kay Boni, but 4 team fouls now para dito sa Mapua. 2 free throws at second foul ni Bonifacio. So 2 personal fouls on Warren. And that will send ito nga si Jacob Cortez at the line, hitting the first free throw, getting the second, plus the possession with San Beda. So this can be an easy 5-point swing if they convert on a 3.
And those are big free throws for Jacob Cortez, especially for his confidence. Kasi no first half, nakatatlong mintis from the charity stripe. Itong si Jacob Cortez. So big possession as well for San Beda. A chance to cut further into this lead.
Alfaro and Cortez at the backcourt para sa Red Lions. Cortez fires the long 3. Mintes, makukuha ni Alfaro offensive rebound. The jumper by Alfaro is good.
Yun yung 4-point swing na sinasabi natin, Ray.
Yes, diba? Ang laking factor na meron kang coming off the bench na talagang aggressive agad.
Malaki yung ambag nitong si Jacob Cortez here in this game. Only a rookie, people. Only a rookie.
And he is leading San Beda in scoring with 9. 7 minutes played, 9 points for Jacob Cortez.
Gusto ata habulin si Renz Abando, rookie of the year.
Bido. Binigay kay Noko, binabantayan ni Abuda. Ilalabas. Lakap! Yes! Para sa 3!
Big shot, Brian Lakap! The lefty barometer of Mapua hitting from the right wing, cutting or extending this lead once again. And Jacob Cortez continues to be aggressive here, Ray.
Nakasungkit na naman ng another free throw si Jacob Cortez.
And you gotta love also the awareness of Jacob Cortez. Point guard yan. Yung jeans niyan, point guard actually, point guard. Yung jeans nitong si Jacob Cortez. He knew na patapos na yung oras, inatake niya kagad at makakasungkit pa ng 2 free throw.
So napasa din yung basketball IQ mula kay Cool Cat Mike Cortez, but in and out on that free throw is Jacob. He is 3 of 7 from the line today.
That is something that he needs to improve on. Talking about Jacob Cortez, 3 of 8 from the line. Oh, will that count? I-check natin yan. That putback by Peter Alfaro. That would be big entering the 4th.
And our officials will review. Referee Alan Barria and referee Oliver Angeles again at the officials table, checking if that putback was good to end the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, with 0.5 of a second left, the miss by Cortez, the putback.
It doesn't count. It does not count. Kitang-kita, ang tagal pag-start ng oras.
At dyan magtatapos ang ating 3rd quarter. 41 para sa Mapua, 33 para sa San Beda. Balikan natin ang mga naganap. That was a good look mula kay Hernandez to Nokum inside. One more time. No look for play of the quarter. To the delight of the Mapua faithful. Will it be the Battle of Intramuros in the finals? We have 1 quarter to find out. 41-33 in favor of Mapua.
Iba-iba tayong mga Pilipino. Magkakaiba tayo ng
man sa mundo.
Magkakaiba tayo ng estado sa buhay.
Magkakaiba tayo ng salita.
At kulay sa politika.
pero magkakatulad ang pangarap natin.
Para sa Pilipinas
at sa bawat Pilipino, disente at ligtas na buhay.
At magandang kinabukasan.
Nasa ating lahat ang responsibilidad.
Sa bawat kandidato.
Sa bawat botante.
At sa mga tagapagbalitang gagabay sa desisyon ng mamamayan.
Para makamit ang pangarap ng ating minamahal na bayan.
Kaya ngayong eleksyon, maging tapat, mapanuri at patas.
Sa isip, sa salita at sa gawa.
Lahat tayo dapat totoo.
The GMA News and Public Affairs Election 2022 Advocacy.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe?
Mapua has won the first and third quarters. In the first, 12-6. San Beda to quarter number 2, 19-13. We were tied at the half at 25 all. Now, as we take a look, Mapua winning that third period. Kalahati lang ang output ng San Beda in that crucial third quarter entering the fourth.
And for you to contain San Beda to 2 single-digit quarters. Napakaganda ng depensa ng Mapua ng first and third quarters dito sa ating laro.
At nag-text nga kay Ray ng Batak si Coach Louie Gonzalez of JRU saying ito ang lowest output ng San Beda in 3 quarters.
Yes, tama yun, Andre, no?
That 3 is a miss. Oh, and a push from behind, I believe. Sanchez, I don't know if that will be called as that will warrant as a sportsmanlike foul. Just a normal pushing foul. Ang itatawag kay Justin Sanchez.
Ito yung dapat na sinisigurado na ng San Beda. If when you force Mapua to a miss, kunin mo na yung defensive rebound, tapusin mo yung defensive possession.
Lock up the drive is good, now extending Mapua's lead to their biggest at 10.
What a bucket there para kay Brian Lacap. Grabe mga kaliwete, kaibigan.
Alfaro will try the 3, rattles in, yes, para sa 3.
And a much-needed basket there, a much-needed answer for San Beda. Peter Alfaro from deep.
Malaking bagay yung 3 points na yun para ma-stop yung momentum ng Mapua.
Lacap. And now here's Toby. Answers. Bang! Bang! Bang!
Safe to say, the Mapua Cardinals won the ticket to the finals. Agustin sumagot sa kabila.
It's raining 3s to start the 4th. Benuela's jumper is good. We haven't seen Rob Benuela hit a jumper for a long time here in this game. But a much-needed basket from San Beda's team captain as we go back to Mapua's side with this update from Christian Sebastian.
Mukhang tama nga ang isang kanta na hindi pulat dilaw ang magkalaban sapagkat mukhang Cardinals at ang Azul ang maghaharap sa finals. Bago nga daw umabot sa ganito kalayo ang mga Cardinals para kay Brian Lacap, bahagi daw nito ang development niya pagdating sa maturity at decision making. At mas pagtutunan daw niya ng pansin ang pagiging point guard. Dahil malapit nang matapos ang season, gusto pa rin daw niya makita sa season 98 ang willingness to win at pagiging humble ng koponan. Mas mainam nga daw sa mga future players ng Cardinals kung matumbasan o mahigitan pa nila ang nabuo nilang samahan this season. Balik sa inyo.
The willingness to win. Yan ang nakikita natin kay Jacob Cortez all the way to the hoop. The cool cam Mike. Di pala Mike, Jacob Cortez.
But he looked like Mike Cortez on that play, Mikey.
Oh.
Grabe itong si Jacob talaga. Ayaw sumuko. Ayaw ibigay yung panalo sa Mapua.
Parang hindi high school graduate lang. Itong si Jacob Cortez. Look at this move here. Jacob Cortez downhill. That Euro 1-2. Ang ganda ng finish pa doon ni Jacob Cortez.
Isa sa mga gusto ko dito sa batang to, he knows when to slow down. Alam niyo yung Kyle Anderson ng Memphis, yung Mr. Slow-Mo, alam niyo kung kailan babagal?
Kumbaga hindi siya. For a rookie,
yes.
Na usually, di ba, alam mo to Ray, pag rookie ka, parang nagmamadali.
Yes,
one
diretso ka. Yes.
And, dati mo ba naman si
And I'm sure naman, no, tinuturuan niya ni Kuya Mike Cortez, no?
For sure. Cortez. And also, talking about point guards, na-bring na si Mike Cortez for Mapua. Alan Mangas, nanonood ngayon. Isa pang point guard ng
Kuya Alan.
Oh. Renz Noko misses the first free throw here. Every possession as every point counts from here on out for both teams. Ilan na yung Jacob? 11 points?
Jacob will be given a breather. Papasok muna at babalik si Franz Zabuda. Final 4 action sa pagitan ng Mapua at San Beda. Nag-aantay ang letran sa finals. 7 minutes to go in this game. Penuela up fake. Penuela's jumper is butter.
Oh, Ralph Penuela waking up here in the fourth. Dalawang jumper na yan para kay Ralph Penuela. 7 points lang ang kalamangan dito, Ray.
Yes, kailangan talaga nila maging aggressive pa sa fourth quarter na to. And very crucial na itong quarter na to kasi last quarter na. So, talagang kung ikaw ang nasa loob ng court, ibigay mo na lahat. All out.
Para lang wala kang pagsisihan.
Yes.
Of the day. Look at this shot by Ralph Penuela with so much confidence racing for these two pull-up jumpers. Fake, 2-3 balls. Walang problema yan para kay Ralph Penuela. Pero may timeout tayo. Mapua still up by 7.
The biggest election coverage is now online.
Sa ating Interactive Election 2022 website, tutulungan namin kayong kilalanin ng mga kandidato at maging handa sa pagboto.
Sa araw ng eleksyon, ihahatid natin ang bilang ng boto mula sa bawat voting precinct sa bansa.
At kasama kayo sa pagbabantay sa resulta ng national at local polls.
Lahat ng malalaki at mahahalagang balita diretsyong ihahatid sa 173 million plus followers at subscribers ng GMA News and Public Affairs social media pages.
The biggest election coverage from GMA News and Public Affairs. Ito ang Eleksyon 2022.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, GMA ang nangunguna sa pagbabantay tuwing eleksyon. At ngayong eleksyon 2022, asahan ninyong mas mabilis pa ang ating pag-uulat sa resulta ng botohan. Tututukan at bibigyan natin ng konteksto ang pagboto ng ating mga kababayan.
We're back live on GTV. Before action continues, let's head over back to the sidelines with this update from Aya de Quiroz.
Sila ang nasa abante, hindi tayo. Hindi tayo pwede mag-relax. Yan ang mga paalala, mga players sa isa't isa kanina sa huddle ng San Beda. Pero game plan lang naman ang inatupag ng coaching staff. No flowery words, no boost. Dahil ari na lang, they have no time. San Beda wants to make history, pero anong malalagay sa history yon with just how they're playing now? Thoughts, Andre?
Well, I have a lot of thoughts, to be honest, Aya, and so does etong mga kasama ko, si Stingray Ray Nambatak and Mikey Reyes. We are under 7 minutes remaining here, and it's just, kumbaga, San Beda not in the finals of the NCAA, medyo mahirap isipin yun, but the way Mapua's playing, and the way they've played against this particular San Beda team, sila talagang kontrapelo eh.
Tsaka brother, alam natin 2005 yung huli silang hindi twice to beat. Pero parang ang tagal na rin yung huli hindi sila finals.
Finals, exactly.
Tagal na.
Nagbabago lang ang kalaban nila kung isipin mo. Di ba? Pwedeng Arellano, pwedeng Letran. As a 3 mula kay Abuda, wala. Putback is good mula kay JB Bahio.
That's a big putback for JB Bahio. I'm sure Mapua would love to get that defensive rebound and finish that defensive possession off. Pero dito, anin lang ang kalangangan ng Mapua. And my biggest question is, pero dito atake muna si JB.
Bahio!
And a big 4-0 swing for San Beda. Pinahinga muna ni Coach Boy at si Jacob Cortez.
San Beda is doing a full court press na ngayon. And it seems like effective naman yung ginagawa nilang defense ngayon.
Parang nagulat itong Mapua.
Yes.
And right away, tama ka doon, Ray. Binalik na kagad ni Coach Randy si Pido, who is their main facilitator in this team.
And the San Beda faithful from Mendiola chanting defense! 6 minutes to go from the lead as much as 10. They're just trailing by 4. Mapua with the basketball at the hands of Paulo Hernandez with 11 points today. Using this Bonifacio two-man game. Almost a steal. Oh, nice look. Backdoor, but what a block for San Beda.
Oh, what a recovery para sa Red Lions. Again, yung baseline backdoor ni Rensnoku. He did it twice already today, but the third time, hinuli na siya dito ni Ralph Penuela, forcing the shot clock violation.
Ralph Benuela coming alive in the second half after scoreless in the first 2 quarters. Has 2 baskets and he has the basketball. Handing it over to Quecote for Trey. No! Hernandez gets fouled. Count the basket!
Paulo Hernandez!
Oh, nagka-crumbs na si Paulo Hernandez.
Yun ang masakit dito, Ray.
Yan ang pinakaayaw natin na mangyari. Crucial part na ng laro.
And you have to commend itong si Paulo Hernandez, especially here in the second half. And look at this drive. Walang katakot-takot umahabol si James Quequete. He will find a way to score. Paulo Hernandez. A total of 13 points, 11.
Pero mukhang kaya pa ni Paulo.
Kaya pa?
Mikey.
Final 4 to, brother.
Yes.
Finals tayo pag nanalo eh. 11 in the second half for Paulo Hernandez.
Missing on that free throw is Paulo, but still Mapua at a driver's seat, up 6, 5, and 11 to go in this game. Benuela for 3, yes! Para sa 3!
And they just find a way to respond to anything Mapua throws at them. Ralph Benuela, 7 points in the fourth quarter.
Yes, yun ang sinasabi nga ng San Beda. Do not underestimate the heart of a champion.
Di pa tapos ang San Beda dito.
And Hernandez will answer using the glass, misses on a 3. Balik sa San Beda. Quecote. Nice spin. Hinahanap nila sa Benuela. Extra pass. Abuda corner 3. Wala. The tap will go to Bayo. Fresh 14. Benuela says, wait a minute. Set up muna tayo. Oh. See a man down para sa Mapua.
I believe it is JJ Pido.
Or Arvin Gamboa.
Oh, that is Arvin Gamboa.
It is Gamboa. He is still down.
Yeah, it is Arvin Gamboa.
Nagka-cramps na rin dito, Mikey and Ray.
I think medyo sigh of relief din na cramps lang yung meron dito si Arvin Gamboa. Again, dedicating this game to his grandfather, Lolo Boy Gamboa, ang daddy ni Arnold Gamboa na kilala natin lahat sa basketball industry dito sa Pilipinas. Pero cramps lang naman. Talagang tumitigas yung binti niya, kita-kita.
Yes, kitang-kita dito.
That is the intensity of NCAA Final Four basketball.
Mikey, Final Four pa lang
Final Four pa lang yan. Paano ba? Eh, masaya ka, naghihintay yung team mo eh. Naghihintay eh.
And I'm sure naman, yung Letran ngayon, nanonood sila kung sino mananalo sa San Beda and Mapua. And nakita nila kung gaano ka-intense, gaano ka-physical ang laro ng Mapua and San Beda.
If Mapua wins today, they will set up a date with their neighbor school, Colegio de San Juan de Letran, for Game 1 of the NCAA Season 97 Finals. That will be on Sunday.
A week from now will be Game 1. But if San Beda can pull this off and come back in this game and steal this win, meron tayong laro sa Wednesday between these two teams.
Magandang hapon, Ray. May gusto kang mga batiin. Nahihiya ka pa. Go ahead.
Ayun, binabati ko si Ate Janelle, no? Ate Janelle, kamusta? Kita-kits mamaya and ingat ka lagi.
Happy Mother's Day din ba?
And Happy Mother's Day also,
okay.
Ate Janelle.
Arvin Gamboa still down on the floor. He is being checked here.
I think it is hamstring, yung nag-cramps or yung quad muscle niya kasi yung stretch na yan. Para sa quads yan.
He will be stretchered out. The stretcher is already on the hard court. Kaya tayo may stoppage dito at 4:22.
This is a big loss for Mapua, especially in the last 4 and 22 of this game. Pero yun ang kagandahan sa team ni Coach Randy Alcantara. Next man up for them and Warren Bonifacio ang magiging anchor sa ilalim. Kasi looking at the 5 of Mapua here, medyo nag-4 small si Coach Randy. Si Warren lang ang legitimate big man.
So definitely, hindi na siya makakabalik sa larong ito.
Prayers up for Warren Bonifacio. Hopefully nothing serious.
Yes,
Hopefully.
yes.
Oh, make that on Arvin Gamboa.
Look at San Beda. Only down by 3.
And
Only
Gamboa
down by 3.
Will be stretchered out of this hard court. Coach Randy will go with Warren Bonifacio, Rins Nopum, Brian Lacap, Jeric Pido, and Paulo Hernandez. Meantime, Coach Boyan Hernandez, the 5 on the floor for San Beda is Ralph Penuela, James Cuecute, JB Baguio, Franz Abuda, and Peter Alfaro. Cuecute guarded by Nopum at the corner. On a switch, Cuecute against Lacap, the jumper by James is good.
If you want to be tagged as the King Lion, you gotta deliver in these kinds of moments. James Cuecute with a big bucket there.
James Cuecute, kinakailangan na ngayong fourth quarter and very impressive yung ginagawa niya. Even if meron siyang injury.
Lacap with a miss. Cuecute has one man to beat. That's Pido. Cuecute against Pido. Gets fouled. He will head to the line for 2.
But that was a duty foul para kay JJ Pido. And we know that James Cuecute, one of the best finishers in the league, may actually be the best finisher in the league in terms of dun sa fast break. But look at this move here. The back showing us the dribble moves, the pull-up jumper, and that stroke smooth as ever. And on the next possession, very aggressive is James Cuecute all the way to the rim. 2 free throws for him and the chance to give his team the lead back.
A 60% free throw shooter in season 97. Cuecute, smooth as silk on that first try at the line. Cuecute with 11 points. Off the bench, the San Beda faithful cheering on. We are tied at 52 all. Our 5th deadlock in this game. Oh, and lane violation. Babalik ang bola sa Mapua. 3:46 remaining in this game.
Mapua needs to find a good offensive possession here. The past few possessions, medyo hindi sila maka-execute.
Nopum, Bonifacio's jumper is good!
Look at that jumper! That jumper! Yan ang primary weapon ni Warren Bonifacio at nagamit na naman niya dito.
Mapua with a 2-point lead. Pido to their captain, Bonifacio. Nopum back to Warren. And Warren's stroke is smooth as butter. Bonifacio with 8.
One of the sweetest shooting big men here in the NCAA. Suave.
Check that, Bonifacio already has 10 today.
10 points para kay Warren Bonifacio. And Mapua has done a good job in forcing San Beda to earn their points from the line. Hindi nila binibigyan ng easy baskets.
Yes, tama. And kita mo naman, Mikey, no? Pagbiminti sa free throw, 2 ang San Beda.
But they have, sa kanila pa rin ang possession dito. 3 minutes and 13. Nalalami. San Beda wanting to force a do-or-die game against Mapua. What a move mula kay James Cuecute.
James Cuecute. Alam mo yan, brother, pag ikaw ang inaasahan, especially sa endgame, kailangan mo dumiskarte.
Yes, at yan ang ginagawa ni James ngayon. Every possession counts.
Another deadlock here, 54 all, our 6th. Nopum the 3. Rebounded by Bayo. Here's Penuela. Omega Alfaro crossing the timeline and the handoff now to Penuela to Cuecute. Guarded by Lacap. Cuecute against Bonifacio. Cuecute attacks underneath. He was stopped by 2 big Mapua Cardinals. Ball will stay with San Beda. Now let's go back to Christian with an injury update on Arvin Gamboa.
Umaaray nga ngayon si Arvin Gamboa dahil sa kanyang right quad cramps na natamo niya ngayong quarter. Ayon naman kay Dr. Ivan Iglesias ay hindi na siya makakalaro sa mga natitira pang oras. Pero makakaya naman daw makalaro sa mga natitira pang laro ng Cardinals. Balik sa inyo.
Now let's listen to Coach Randy Alcantara after that basket by Abuda. Mapua down 2. Pakinggan natin ang panic ni Coach Randy and Mapua.
Baba, Toby. Okay? Kuha, Pido. Okay? Tapos, ball tayo. Pababa kita ka rito. Okay? Pag nababa na... Ha? Si Toby. Toby.
Pwede ako gumalaw dyan, ha?
Oo.
Isa kayo, ha? Tapos wall ako dito, para tignan nyo.
Go. Kung meron na to, go. Gumanong ka na. Huwag ka na Bon, dito ka lang. Okay? Baba. Okay? Pag nandito, okay? Paulos, go. Look. Dito na. Ito yung gawin. Okay? Dali mo dito, Pido. Okay? Paulo, zipper. Okay? Tapos, poste. Okay? Kung wala, ito, bigay. Tapos ulit.
Makikita natin dito, James Quequete trying to find his way to will his team to a do-or-die matchup on Wednesday. Ito naman si Franz Abuda. His only bucket in today's game. Napaka-importante nun, giving San Beda this 2-point lead with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining.
Yes, kailangan lang ng San Beda dito. Magkaroon lang sila ng stop. And malaking bagay na yun.
The 5 on the floor for Coach Randy Alcantara is Joaquin Bonifacio, Paulo Hernandez, Jerry Pido, Brian Lacap, and Renz Noku. Pido with the basketball. Oh, the turnover. Final 2 minutes. It is winning time. Mapua with a twice-to-beat advantage against San Beda. Battling for their lives here, forcing a do-or-die game on Wednesday. Bias jumper! No! The tap goes to Hernandez.
Sayang yun para sa San Beda, pero for Mapua, they need to find an easy basket. At sumugal pa doon itong si Franz Abuda. That is the last thing you want to do. Give Paulo Hernandez or Mapua easy shots from the line. Bad foul yun.
Bad foul yun, Mikey. Penalty na ang San Beda and etong si Paulo Hernandez steady pa sa free throw.
Siya ang best free throw shooter ng Mapua at 74%.
Ayan, alam mo na ngayon.
Fatigue factor na rin.
Fatigue factor.
Pagod na rin si Paulo Hernandez.
He has been playing well, especially here in the second half. Paulo Hernandez.
Oh, missing both free throws is Paulo. But Bonifacio gets it back, puts it in.
And just the effort and the activity of Renz Noku nabigyan pa ng pagkakataon ng si Warren Bonifacio. 56 all, 1 minute and 30 remaining.
Our 7th deadlock.
At mag-review tayo dito. Mga kaibigan, titignan natin sino ang last touch doon. It was between Alfaro and Brian Lacap. A minute 29 seconds for the season para sa San Beda. Para naman sa Mapua, ayaw nila mawala yung kanilang twice-to-beat advantage dito sa ating Final Four.
7 beses nagtabla ang ating score, 5 beses nagbago ang kalamangan sa ating laro. Viva Mapua! Ang sigaw ng mga faithful ng Mapua Cardinals. Samantala, go San Beda fight para dito naman sa mga taga-Mendiola.
Yung Ariba, naghihintay na yung Ariba. Relax na yung Ariba, naghihintay.
No scoring ball game
makikita natin. Naku po, from that angle, medyo mahirap itawag to. That's why maganda rin yung tinawag ng referee dito na jump ball para pwede sila mag-decide kung saan manggagaling or saan mapupunta yung bola based on the replay. Kasi kung meron ka ng dinesisyon, kailangan kitang-kita sa replay para ma-overturn mo yon. So that is the decision of the referees na jump ball muna ang tinawag. Continue to talk about this call, this very crucial call here. As the fans of San Beda on their feet, they want to extend their season.
Possession arrow is pointing towards San Beda. But we are still waiting on the decision ng ating mga officials, referee Alan Daria and referee Dane Jaramillo at the officials table.
But what an atmosphere we have here in the venue. Can you imagine lang pagdating ng finals? Or kung sakali, pwede ding sa Wednesday, mas grabe pa dito sa San Juan Arena.
Masaya tayo, Mikey and Reno, na finally nakabalik na fans natin sa NCAA. And kita mo naman yung suporta ng fans natin na talagang andito sila all out na sinusuportahan yung mga bawat grupo natin.
And ikaw, Ray, alam natin, nasa pros ka na. Career mo na yan. Matagal ka na rin nasa pros. Pero kada bumabalik ka dito, talagang naiingit ka din eh.
Yes. Kung dati pupunta ko dito, nakabihis ako ng letter jersey eh.
Ngayon. GNA naman na ngayon. Polo.
Mikey, Ray, bola
ng San Beda.
1 minute and 29. Tabla tayo. 56 para sa Mapua, 56 para sa Beda.
And you gotta love the fearlessness in Renz Nokum. Talagang china-challenge niya itong si James Kwek-Kwetay.
Ball with the hands of San Beda's point guard Peter Alfaro, guarded by Lakap. Alfaro, they want to go to Kwek-Kwetay. Bayo has the ball. A handoff now to the King Lion, James Kwek-Kwetay. 10 to shoot. Kwek-Kwetay using that screen. Kwek-Kwetay attacks. The miss rebounded by Bonifacio. Hernandez. And a foul. Blown there by referee Alan Barria.
Big stop on one end. And on the other, natawagan ng foul yung double team doon ni Franz Abuda and Ralph Penuela. As we look at this right here, Paulo Hernandez tries to split the defense at natawagan doon si Franz Abuda, and obviously Coach Boyet Fernandez is not happy with that call kasi 2 free throws dito si Paulo Hernandez.
And Hernandez gets the lucky bounce, since the free throw.
Finally, after 2 missed free throws, nakabutas din dito si Paulo Hernandez. And another one to extend this lead to possibly 2.
5 of 9 from the line today as Paulo Hernandez makes that 5 of 10. But Mapua with a 1-point lead. A minute to go in this Final Four game. Penuela, guarded by Hernandez. Nakaabang si Bayo with the screen. Penuela, guarded by Paulo. The spin by Ralph. Penuela, up and in!
Ralph Penuela, the X factor, especially here in the second half, along with Jacob Cortez, really chipping in this game para sa San Beda.
Ralph Penuela was scoreless in the first half. He wasn't Bonifacio giving Mapua the lead back with 30 seconds to go. And now let's listen to Coach Boyet Fernandez and the side of San Beda.
Jacob! Pre, labas ka muna. Jacob!
Jake!
Jacob, you're here. Okay? Bayo, you're here. Ralph, you're here.
Tatalik ka!
Okay?
Tatime out sila pag nakashoot tayo.
Jacob, curl it. Get him the ball. If you can pass him the ball, get it. And Jacob, penetrate. Bayo screen for James. James corner. Bayo, once you screen, you dive. Okay? Penetrate. Peter, once he goes, you follow him. Because if you get good, you get Peter here. Okay? Understand? Ralph, you're here, right? If he goes here, you pop out. He goes penetrate. He follows. You're staying. Jacob, you're looking for this. You penetrate. First, now. If the ball is denied. The ball is denied. Pop out. Give him the ball. Hand off. Go. Hand off. Space for James. Jacob. Jacob.
Coach Boyet Fernandez looking at Ralph Penuela here, making a move, dancing with his defender. But on the other side, sabi nga ni Kuya Bo, piso! Itong si Warren Bonifacio. What a big bucket there. Pero sa timeout na yun, Ray, ang nakita natin, binalik ni Coach Boyet itong si Jacob Cortez for the last 30 seconds of this game.
And so, Jacob Cortez, isa rin yan sa X-Factor ngayong game na to, no? So, hindi natin alam kung ano pwede nang gawin. So, ako yung defender, hindi ko siya pwedeng pabayaan.
Jacob Cortez with 11 points. Quequete has 13. Penuela with a basketball. He was scoreless in the first 2 quarters. He now has a total of 9. Penuela attacks, gets fouled. Basket will not count.
Mapua is not in the penalty. So that was actually a good foul para kay Brian Lacap. 3 team fouls pa lang ang Mapua. So they will probably foul every time may aatake sa San Beda. Ingat lang sila na hindi act of shooting para hindi mabigyan ng free throw sa mga Leon.
Cortez on the curl. It goes to Penuela. 20 seconds on the game clock. 10 under shot clock. Penuela guarded by Lacap tightly. Penuela, nowhere to go. Puts it up. No! Goes to Lacap and he is fouled by Bayo. And that will send Brian Lacap to the line for 2 free throws, and team captain Bonifacio with words of encouragement to Brian Lacap.
Grabe yung defense ni Lacap doon. Talagang lockdown defense ang ginawa niya.
Talagang pinilit niya itong si Ralph Penuela to a tough shot here. Hindi nag-give up. Nandun siya sa harapan. Nakapitaw dito si Ralph Penuela ng floater. But because of the effort ni Brian Lacap, nadismaya si Coach Boyet Fernandez sa possession na yun. 2 free throws to. Pero Ray, pag tinignan mo, kahit ma-shoot ni Brian Lacap itong 2 free throw na to, may pag-asa pa rin ang San Beda sa kabila.
Lacap is a 70% free throw shooter in season 97. Calmly sinking that one to give Mapua a 2-point lead. Coach Randy Alcantara did a fantastic job winning a juniors title with the Malayan Red Robins back in season 91. Miss. Here's Quequete to tie the game. There's Penuela with a putback. Tabla tayo. 60.8 remaining. And Randy Alcantara will burn another timeout. Let's go to Randy and Mapua side.
Ang bilis ng pangyayari doon. The missed free throw here. The rebound by Abuda. And the forward pass to James Quequete. Hindi siya nakashoot. But Ralph Penuela nakabawi doon. Not giving up on the play. And getting the putback to fall. And the craziest part here, Ray. Alam ko, first time mo mag-cover dito ngayon, season 97. Wala pang overtime na nangyayari sa buong season. Ito yung posibleng mangyari yun. Pero ayaw ni Coach Randy, kaya papakinggan natin kung anong kailangan sabihin dito ni Coach Randy.
Ball. Okay? Ito. Ito to ha. Okay, Paulo. Okay. Brian. Ito. Pido. Okay. Bry. Bry. Okay. Go. Okay. To. Pau. Kunin mo to. Okay. Pag wala, nag-switch to. I-skip mo rito ha. Bon, pakita ka. Ito. Pau. Banat.
lang, ha?
Ha? Banat
Meet
ha?
the ball, meet
Okay.
the ball, meet the ball. 2.8.
Matagal yan.
Tagal yan.
Pido. Okay. Bry. Paulo.
Dikit-dikit, God. Dikit-dikit.
Yeah. Okay. Go. Back up. Okay.
Bilis ang dalawa.
Go.
Meet the ball, ha?
Okay. Pag nag-switch, okay, pakita ka, Bod. Pihit ka agad, Pau. Banat. Ako.
Mapua with 2.8 seconds remaining. We are tied at 60 all. Our 8th deadlock in this game. What a Sunday Mother's Day authoring ng NCAA Season 97 Final Four action here at the Philoil Flying V Center in San Juan City, live on GTV.
And this right here, Andre, Ray, sa lahat ng mga nanonood, for a ticket to the finals.
Hernandez, Bonifacio, and we are going to overtime.
Si Ray, nabaryak si Ray.
Coach Randy Alcantara's reaction is priceless.
First OT
Ito yung napakabilis. Ito yung pinakamabilis na nangyari. Good heads-up play by Abuda to Kwekute, who misses, but there's Penuela with the cleanup job. Again, Kwekute missing on that one. He thought he was fouled, but Penuela tying things up. Kaya, mga kapuso, 60 all ang ating score at the end of regulation. Extra time kung gusto nyo pa. We have more coming your way. 60 for Mapua, 60 for San Beda after 4 quarters. Fuel it with Gatorade overtime. Coming up after the break.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, GMA ang nangunguna sa pagbabantay tuwing eleksyon. At ngayong eleksyon 2022, asahan ninyong mas mabilis pa ang ating pag-uulat sa resulta ng botohan. Tututukan at bibigyan natin ng konteksto ang pagboto ng ating mga kababayan sa mga live report at mga newscast gamit ang state-of-the-art technology. At babantayan ang pagboto ng mga kandidato, pati na ang resulta ng eleksyon para sa mga lokal at pambansang posisyon. Ang GMA News and Public Affairs, totoo at patuloy na ihahatid sa inyo ang most trusted election coverage sa bansa.
Ito ang Eleksyon 2022. Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
If you can't get enough of NCAA Final Four action, well, so can we. 5 more minutes of this matchup between San Beda and Mapua. The Cardinals with a twice-to-beat advantage. If they win today, they will face their neighboring school, Letran, the defending champs who are waiting in the wings. And Game 1 will begin next Sunday. But if San Beda wins, they will force a do-or-die on Wednesday.
And we need 5 more minutes to decide the winner of this matchup. Again, the first overtime of season 97.
Penuela behind the back to Kwekute!
Defense to offense para kay James Kwekute. Pero tumatakbo dito ang Mapua.
Bonifacio answers back. We are tied again at 62-all.
What a game. Ray, ng bata ang swerte ng NCAA.
First overtime.
Ray, analyst ka dito, di ka nanonood ha? Here's Kwekute, drives again. Alam nyo, Kwekute, di ba pinag-uusapan natin, may sprain ankle. Pero a lot of good things happen when Kwekute aggressively attacks that interior defense ng Mapua.
Well, that's his game, and he cannot run from that. We know that he is hurting, but he needs to keep attacking, as does Warren Bonifacio. Warren Bonifacio has been solid all game long for Coach Randy and Mapua. Sa kabila naman, medyo nakikita natin, medyo iniinda na ni James yung kanyang ankle. So, kailangan natin subaybayan yan.
Bonifacio with a double-double, 16 points, 10 boards. Kwekute at the line. Gets the first. He now has a total of 16.
And the best center in the NCAA is also watching right now, Justin Arana. Parang gusto mo bang ligawan si Justin Arana, brother? Gusto mo ligawan, ha?
Kwekute calmly sinks both. San Beda ahead again by 2. 4 minutes and 14 left in our overtime. San Beda dominated that fourth quarter, 27-19. They get the ball back, a crucial turnover para sa Mapua.
That wasn't the possession they wanted. He needs to be aggressive. Talking about Warren Bonifacio, he cannot second-guess himself, especially in these kinds of moments.
Mapua now with 24 turnovers. Penuela's jumper doesn't get the bounce. Alfaro offensive board, wala, put back.
Ito, importanteng possession to para sa Mapua. Kanino sila pupunta dito?
Here's Lakap, gets fouled by Penuela. Brian Lakap slowly to get up. He will go to the line for 2 freebies.
At saka Ray, ang kailangan din natin mapanood dito o subaybayan is yung conditioning ng mga players natin. Kasi syempre, iba na. 45 minutes na ang nilalaro mo pag ganyan.
Yes. Dito mo talaga makikita kung sino ang pinaka-kondisyon na player.
Sa inyo, si Kuya Bo ba yun? Si Kuya Bo pala.
Pero si Kuya Bo kahit pag OT yung kayang-kaya niya.
Oo, kayang-kaya.
kaya nga lang, set play lang.
Set play lang.
JP Manan also watching, by the way, Mikey, Mr. Legit.
Mr. Legit, 12 points and 4 rebounds, along with 4 assists for Brian Lakap, giving or nothing this game up at 64.
10 deadlocks in this game. San Beda flawless. I'll make that 9 of 19 from the line. Mapua 17 of 29. And since we have extra time, let's go back to Aya for San Beda.
Over at the overtime huddle, finally Coach Boyd Fernandez lets out a call for inspiration. Wala na tayong sasandalan. Ito na yon, and they've actually been relying on their key player. No? And yet, he's still going through this injury. Sabi niya sa akin before the game, an injury is not gonna stop me from winning this. They've been having doubts, that they've been hearing doubts from everybody. Pero sabi nila, wala, ito ang mananaig. San Beda will still be the champs. So tignan natin kung kakayanan ba nila ito over and overtime. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Aya. That was a big 3 for San Beda, giving them a 3-point lead. Here's Kwekute using that screen to spin, the kick, the 3.
Ang ganda ng kick-out ni Kwekute doon. Wide open.
At yun ang kagandahan. If you have someone like James Kwekute who will always attract yung help defenders at saka yung mga, kumbaga kung makakuha siya ng mga 3-2 yellow shirt, laging may ma-open.
That was a big 3 mula kay Alfaro. Here's Lakap, the drive, the kick out. Agustin will answer. No on that 3. Rebounded by Alfaro.
Eto na, 2 minutes to go dito sa ating overtime. And these kids are growing up before our eyes.
Penuela tried to shake up. Bonifacio up and in. May kasama pang foul kay Warren Bonifacio. Penuela heading to the line for a bonus.
And this is San Beda basketball. Ralph Penuela noticing or realizing the mismatch. Kita mo dito tumuturo pa si Warren kasi alam niya mismatch to. But Ralph Penuela taking him off the dribble, the hezzy, the spin. the foul, the bucket, the celebration, and more importantly, the 5-point lead for San Beda.
Ang ganda ng decision making ni Penuela doon. Nakita niya agad na may mismatch sa kanya. So, din-drive niya.
Penuela misses on the free throw, but Alfaro with offensive rebound. But a violation there.
And this is a big, big possession para sa Mapua kasi ayaw mo nang bumalik pa ang bola sa San Beda ng 5 ang kalamangan nila.
Laka attacking Alfaro. The kick out stolen by Kwekute. Under 2 minutes left in extra time. Kwekute wisely bringing it out, chewing up on the clock with a 5-point lead for the Red Lions. Kwekute, Bayo, 3 for that 2 is good!
Nabuhay ang mga Leon! What a run here for San Beda. Napatawag ng timeout si Coach Randy. Talo na kanina, nabuhay pa. Ngayon, lamang pa ng 7. A minute and 25 remaining in overtime.
Walk. Okay. Yan, kung meron. Tapos, go back door. Okay. Corner. Okay. Pag wala, go. Okay. Nagpunta kay Waki. Okay. Waki and Toby. Okay. Baka mag-block or mag-show. Toby, go. Okay. Seal, Bon. Ha? Tingnan mo na yung highlight. Ha? Okay. Hindi, drive. Walang titira sa 3 points mo. Drive mo to. Okay. Paul yan. Okay.
Pag basket ha, short tayo, contest. Okay, no, short. Okay, short. Makinig mo na! Short! Okay, contest!
Here's that drive and kick by Kwekute Alfaro. That 3 was huge. And then the mismatch, Penuela dancing with big man Warren Bonifacio, getting the foul plus the basket. And the Kwekute to Bayo, automatic from that spot. San Beda outscoring Mapua this extra time, 11-4.
A minute 25 seconds remaining. A 7-point lead for San Beda. And we have seen crazier things here in the NCAA.
Oh yeah.
So you cannot count Mapua out just yet.
And the man between us, Reynan Patak, knows na ang daming pwedeng mangyari with this much time left in overtime.
At ito ang pinakaayaw mo for San Beda. Bibigyan mo ng pagkakataon, maka-score ang Mapua nang hindi gumagalaw yung oras.
Kailangan maka-score dito yung Mapua.
Oo, tsaka nagsistruggle sila sa free throw line sa second half.
Bonifacio with a double-double, 16 and 11. Getting that first free throw to go. He has 5 of 7 today. Bonifacio, a 60% free throw shooter in season 97.
Bonifacio just needs to make this and Mapua will need to make a stop on the other end at magbabago na naman ang tema ng ating laro.
Parehong free throw na ipasok ni Bonifacio. Jacob Montes subbing back in.
Coach Boyet playing offense and defense here. Si Abuda, yung pinapasok niya pag-depensa, and si Cortez naman pag-opensa.
Here's Penuela, nakatakas. Being harassed by Noko. Penuela nowhere to go. Bayo to Kwekute. San Beda up. Here's Kwekute, a big 3. No! The ball will go back to Mapua. Libre sa kabila. And he gets fouled here. He will head to the line for 2. Jasper Salenga was fouled by Peter Alfaro.
And Mapua was fortunate there na hindi natawagan yung traveling doon kay Brian Lacap, and Salenga finds himself behind the charity stripe for 2 more free throws.
Salenga misses that crucial free throw.
Yan ang problema ng Mapua sa endgame. Hindi na nila nako-convert yung kanilang mga free throw, which is malaking bagay sana kung lahat yun na ipasok nila itong endgame.
Tingnan natin kung kayang.
Salenga hasn't made a free throw here this season. Still cannot convert on the free throw line. Possession arrow will go back, pointing to San Beda's side with 52.8 seconds remaining.
Wasted opportunities there from the line para sa Mapua, and they continue to pressure the basketball here. At yun din naman ang ayaw mo kung ikaw ang Mapua. 2 free throws dito si Jacob Cortez, who has been struggling today from the line. Kita natin dito a little too aggressive on the denial para sa Mapua. At dito naman sumundot si Brian Lacap. The young Jacob Cortez will be tested with these 2 free throws.
With our official, Alan Barria, going to our official stable. With Randy Alcantara on your screens. His team down by 5, 51.3 na lang ang nalalabi.
Number 11, Jasper Salenga, that's his first. And number 8, Peter Alfaro, that's his third for using profane language direct to the opponent.
Sa tinawagan ng technical, parehong si Salenga at si Alfaro.
For profane language. May nagmumurahan ba dyan sa court? Wala naman nagmumurahan dyan. Wala. Lambingan lang.
And sa kasama na ng intense ng game yun.
And here's young Jacob Cortez. 2 free throws. Cortez today, 4 of 9 from the line.
And the San Beda community watching on TV, sa YouTube man, sa Twitter, nakikita ninyo yung future ng San Beda Red Lions right there. Jacob Cortez, 12 points and 3 rebounds.
Missing on the second is Jacob. There is still life. Nakabukas pa rin ang pinto para sa Mapua. Down 6. Noko, munti ka na mawala ang bola. Salenga's jumper, no go.
And man, kahit paulit-ulit natin sabihin, Ray, you cannot underestimate the heart of a champion.
Yes, yan ang lagi ko sinasabi kanina pa. And nakakatakot ang San Beda pag ganitong mga endgame. Tapos bibigyan mo ng momentum. Nako, siguradong kukunin na ng San Beda yung momentum. Yung opportunity na yun.
And we said this earlier nung nasa game on kami before we started this game. You don't want to beat San Beda in a do or die on Wednesday.
Yes.
Ang laking laro nun para sa parehong koponan. Pero alam mo naman yung San Beda.
11 seconds to go. It looks like we will have a do or die game coming this Wednesday, May 11. Still live on GTV, coming to you here from the Phil Oil Flying V Center in San Juan.
Grabing championship experience ang pinakita ng San Beda dito, no? Hindi sila give up. Talagang binuhos nila ang lahat. And eto nga, nagbunga yung kanilang pagiging aggressive netong last minute ng fourth quarter and netong overtime.
Man, what a game for both teams.
Oh yeah.
But the extra 5 minutes, talagang dinomina nitong San Beda.
Ralph Penuela, how about Penuela coming up huge when it mattered most para dito sa San Beda? Scoreless nung first 2 quarters, nabuhay nung third, nung fourth, at dito din ng overtime. Penuela coming alive with 13, Huecate with 17, Jacob Cortez with 12. And by the looks of it, here's young Jacob Cortez at the line. Cool like his father, cool cat Mike Cortez somewhere in the United States, proud of this young kid making a name for himself here in the NCAA.
The whole season, we were asking ourselves who will step up and help itong si James Quequete. And today, it was a collective effort for the San Beda Red Lions as they force a rubber match on Wednesday for a chance to beat Letran in the finals. Ralph Penuela, 13 points, all in the second half, including overtime.
Big game from Ralph Penuela, delivering when it mattered most, giving this big win to the San Beda Red Lions, 73-67. Hence, we are heading to that do-or-die game on Wednesday. Alas 3 ng hapon. Mula pa rin dito sa Philoil Flying V Center in San Juan City, live on GTV. San Beda versus Mapua.
Libre ka pa sa Wednesday, Ray?
Kung pwede, bakit hindi? Magandang laban yan.
What a game for both teams. And that guy right there just delivering in crunch time, stepping up for his team, not afraid of the moment. And there you have it, the San Beda Red Lions. First time in 17 years na wala silang twice to beat advantage. Binura nila kagad yan ngayon. At makikita-kita ulit tayo sa Wednesday dito lang sa GTV pa din.
For Christian Sebastian reporting for Mapua, Aya de Quiroz for San Beda. Our director, Elmot Salvahan, game producer, R.R. Romano, the Stingray, Ray Nambata, our guest analyst, and Mr. Shoot First, Mikey Reyes. Ako po si Andre Felix. We will see you on Wednesday, May 11, for the do-or-die game between San Beda and Mapua for your NCAA Season 97 Final Four, live dito sa GTV.